Honk.
Yes, indeed. The honk has arrived. What's going on, everyone? Welcome, Evernuts. Welcome, everybody, to a Thursday night stream. It is December 19th, 2024, in the year of our Lord, etc., etc., and it is my great pleasure to welcome you all to the premiere of a new game. We have finished Dark Sun Shattered Lands. I wasn't sure that we were, at times, that we were ever going to finish that game. Not that it went forever, but I just mean that last fight. I was like, I don't know if we're ever going to win it, but we did. We did win the last fight, and that means we get to premiere a new game tonight, which is Beyond Shadowgate, the sequel to the classic Shadowgate, which I played back in the day on my Nintendo, on my original Nintendo, the soundtrack of which still occasionally floats through my mind. Love the original soundtrack. And a lot of the ones who worked on that one are part of the company Zoojoy, which made this one. And I actually interviewed the Zoojoy folks when they did another kind of like remaster version of this. The naming of this is a bit confusing because there was a remaster of this that was done back in 2014. There's a Beyond Shadowgate that was done that was like in the late 80s, I want to say, that was like sort of like the sequel to the original Shadowgate that didn't get a lot of attention. And then there's this, which is also gone beyond Shadowgate. I don't know why we didn't just get Shadowgate 2 or Shadowgate The Final Frontier or Shadowgate Harder or something. I don't know why we didn't have another title for it, but we didn't. But this is the Beyond Shadowgate that was released by Zoojoy just a few months ago. And I've watched a very, very little bit of it being played, but I've heard a lot of great things about it. So I am grateful to GOGCOM for the game, for giving my sister channel there, for giving me the game so I can play it. And I'm excited to premiere it for all of you tonight and see what we get into as we find out what is next in the land of Shadowgate. The Shadowgating, exactly. Shadowgate with a vengeance, like something, you know. But before we go any further, a couple of quick reminders that I want to run through quickly. Because quick. If you have not already done so, please make sure to follow our channel. If you haven't already done so, please check out our YouTube. And if you are following me over on YouTube or watching over on YouTube, welcome. And remember, we are at a new record list of subscribers over there as we press on till 1100. So every new follower, or a new subscriber, I should say, over on YouTube gets us a new record. And it is free for you to do that, but it really does help us out. So please consider doing that if you have not done so already. Our Discord is !arvcord. We've had a lot of new people jump on there as well in the last few weeks, so please join us on Discord, !arvcord. Twitter is !arvtweets until I can leave that hellscape, although we reached a new milestone today. I have 300 more followers than I am following, and I passed the 666 numbers, so I feel like both symbolically and actually we're making great progress on Blue Sky, and I really want to be able to leave Twitter behind very soon. !arvtweets, I'm still there for now, but Blue Sky is where I'm trying to move people to. That's !arvsky, so please join me over on the sky that is blue. Website, arvanellarun.com. Check out our Hearthglow podcast, our limited run podcast. Please make sure as well to check out Gen GMs. That is the show that I do with one Mr. Zach Clay, and that actually reminds me, check in with Zach, that I have to follow up and respond to him about something related to Gen GMs, but we're going to be doing our new recording in the next few days. And so we've got lots of new stuff as we head towards 100 subscribers on that YouTube channel, so please join us for that. Again, website for most of this, arvanellarun.com. Financially, !arvshop. That is our merchandise area, which both supports the channel and gets you some cool swag. The Patreon is sitting at right now at $85, $13 per month. Of course, I don't get anywhere close to 85 because of fees and things like that from that. So that really is a big support for the channel. And if you can support the Patreon, you can get some unique stuff that you can't get through subbing. You can get some stuff through subbing that you can't get through the Patreon. So I tried to make it so that they don't basically overlap very much. Both of them are really helpful. And you can get also access to my my monthly video newsletter and stuff like that over on the Patreon. So please support us there with !arvtreon. Please also sub to us on the channel, as many of you have done. We're sitting right now, I believe, at 150 subscribers. We are heading up to 160. I'm pretty sure the record on this was floating around mid 150. So any more subscriptions that we get will move us towards that goal, which would be amazing. So please do that. You get those custom sub badges and emotes too here, there, and everywhere across Twitch. So that would be lovely. Icarus is my graphic novel from Athos Arts. Library is Tales and Tomes, The Forbidden Library. That's my 5e adventure and sourcebook from Alligator Alley Entertainment. And exclamation point Greyshade is my Greyshade IP. Greyshade, Renegade, and Heretic, the 3 books of the Grey Assassin trilogy, available from Athos Arts, right at that link. You can also get the audiobook of Greyshade, done by our very own Trent Sparks, at that link, and you can pre-order the tabletop role-playing game of Greyshade, being done by our very own Brandon O'Brien and released by Alligator Alley Entertainment. That will be out next year, so please pre-order it now, because as Prince Justin says, pre-orders are love, pre-orders are life, as the quote says. So please do join us in getting that. That would be much appreciated. And as always, exclamation point BLM, Black Lives Matter, important to affirm and assert the significance and importance of Black lives. Exclamation point Help Now, the World Health Organization page on suicide prevention. Important to reach out to others when you need help and reach out to others when they need help as well. And exclamation point Ukraine, UKRAINE, to help the people of Ukraine as they fight back against an illegal and illegitimate war with bravery and courage, and send the message we will do so for others in the future. And I'm going to click off that and turn on that and say hi to all of you lovely people. It is good to see you all. And yeah, welcome everybody. I am feeling very good because yesterday I got the incredible experience, the very moving and amazing experience of watching both my children on a stage in a show at a school for the first time together, and playing A Christmas Carol. They both were amazing. First of all, my son, Mini Arv, if those of you I showed the picture to, of him as Tiny Tim, like he just absolutely nailed the part. He was great. I saw 2 performances. One of them was the preview performance, because I had to bring him to the school and then stick with him on Wednesday. And so the preview performance for all the students, and you should have heard the awes, like when he came out and was like, oh, like, I mean, it was just a chorus of them throughout the crowd. It was really great. He did a wonderful job, and not just because of the line. He was engaged. When they're like miming having the soup with the Cratchits, he's like having the soup as he's supposed to. He did a great job. And then what can I say about my daughter that has not already been said by me and others? Like, little Arv is just amazing. She was wonderful as Scrooge. She especially was great as the transition, which is maybe my favorite part of the whole thing, the transition from Scrooge, the miserly miser, the one who's just, or the miserly miser, the one who's just this pinching, just absolute, hardcore man of business, transitioning into this delightful, laughing. It was really great. At one point, they had her, she goes out in the audience and she's like, shaking everyone's hand and like, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. Like, it was just great. And then the best part, I mean, all of it was the best part, but at the end, she gets to give the line where she's like, actually of the narrator, and says, and Tiny Tim, who did not die, and then my son as Tiny Tim comes running out from the back of the stage to stand with her, and then she says, as Tiny Tim observed, and then he says, God bless us everyone, a second time, and then she says, everyone, and then it blackout. It was just great. Getting to see both of them, that was it. Both my kids standing there, and I can't tell you how important it is to her. She has always wanted to be able to perform in something like this in front of a supportive crowd, both the afternoon crowd and the evening crowd. It was just a wonderful, wonderful highlight. And I will fully admit, I'm not ashamed to say, I was a little teared up, was a little bit moved, a little bit emotional, because, oh man, was that great. So it was awesome is what I'm saying. It was a wonderful experience, and it was lovely. So that happened yesterday, and then today I got to give exams, yay. But this was my last final exam of the semester, and I graded 30 exams today. So I was a little I have 9 exams left to grade, which I will finish up tomorrow and then post final grades, and then I am done. I have, as I mentioned, some excellent writing news that I'm going to be doing a little work on. Not very much this week, because mostly this week is just going to be family and resting and doing some streams with you lovely folks. But after Christmas passes next week, I'm going to be doing some work on that writing project, which I'm very excited about. So it was busy stuff. So don't tell us you're proud. Oh, I'm an extremely proud father. They were just great. And they were great because they were authentically engaged in what they were doing. They were authentically enjoying what they were doing. And that's the most important thing, right? Is that. And I hope somewhere, my folks are looking down with a smile on their face and got to see it, because it's it was really great. It was really lovely. So yeah, so that's the deal with that. And then today we get to play some Beyond Shadowgate. So a couple of notes here about this game. First of all, I will be asking people a couple of times about how often, or if anyone has ever played the original, because the original Shadowgate was famous in a lot of ways, for a lot of different things, I suppose. But it was famous for being, I don't know that I would say, I mean, I guess it was difficult, but it was more that there was a kind of an atmosphere, an environment that it sort of presented that felt very like the original soundtrack. In fact, let me see if I can find that. Hold on a second. You never tried it? Oh, so good. Oh, fine, Firefox. This isn't really the time, but okay. I am going to play a little bit of the original Shadowgate theme, which is iconic, like just really cool. And it was also available on PC, and I think it was on Macintosh even as well. No, I don't need you to refresh anything. Thanks. All right, so let me play that. Let's see. All right, let's see if I think this is it. Absolutely iconic. Okay. And then there was this. No. There's something about it that's just haunting, like just haunting. Oh man, I love this soundtrack so much. Man, I love it so much. So, and this actually is the picture. Well, not all of it. Some of it's like their own YouTube thing, obviously. But that's basically the picture. No way. That's basically the picture of that gargoyle that was in the front. It was great, and it was point and click ish, but there were some differences to it also. Now, according to what I have heard, this is much larger and more involved than the original Shadowgate, but has a lot of the same principles. So we're going to see how that goes. So, oh, nice. Fourth Thursday bar trivia that got fourth. No, wait, wasn't there a rival? Wasn't there a particular rival that like the Bells have always had difficulty with, at like the boss, basically the boss level, as it were? Oh, CSP. Yeah, because I knew there was some like big time rival that you had. They've never, well, you know the drill. First you have to beat like the sub boss, you know. Like I remember very distinctly the first time that I ever broke to an out round, which basically means make the playoff rounds in my debating career. We ended up going up against Columbia A, which at the time was Thanos Bezdekos actually, and Arlo Devlin Brown. Arlo is now, I have seen him, he's a lawyer, obviously a lot of them turn out to be lawyers, but he's a lawyer and he's working, I've seen him actually as an MSNBC contributor, but they like, and we had been around like, you know, it was my first year as a debater, and it was the second half, I think, of my first year, and it was like, they were like, oh, like for the first time they had noticed us, right? And they're just like, oh, hello. And here we are, UConn A, University of Connecticut, the best team for UConn. And it was like, that was the beginning of people being like, oh, this team can do things. I wouldn't say they were a rival, but we had rival teams that we ended up being like, that was a team that we had to go out and beat. And once we could beat them, then, you know, we knew we had arrived, basically. So yeah, they're nemesis. See, that's what I'm saying. They do that, and they will arrive at that same sort of principle. So yeah, exactly. Gather as many 14. Well, is there a limit on how many people can be in the team? Or is that not a requirement? Like, is there no upper limit on what you can have? Yeah. Because I'm curious about that. Like, you know. Well, while we're getting that answer, anyway, congratulations to the Bells. Congratulations for taking down, getting into 4th place. At this rate, we're going to see, what happens. I expect victory at some point. We're clearly moving towards the power of victory. It's going to be awesome. Okay, so Beyond Shadowgate time. So I am very excited for this chat, and I have never played Beyond Shadowgate, but I many times played the original Shadowgate and won it. There are a lot of deaths in this game, but again, it's not a roguelike or even a roguelite, and the deaths are not like I don't know. I don't really know how to describe it. You sort of get an understanding of the kind of rhythm of the game as you play it, basically. So there's no limit, but you need to be at one table. You've seen up to 9. Really? Wow. So if you had a bunch of very small people, right? If you had a bunch of extraordinarily skinny people, or whatever, if you had a bunch of halflings, right? If you had Bilbo and company, then you could basically get an advantage. Like, what if you had, like, Bilbo, Frodo, Merry, and Pippin, the modern-day equivalent, the real-world equivalent, and then you had, 9 of those groups. You could fit, 15 or maybe not that many. You could fit, 12 hobbits around a table, right? I'm just thinking out loud. I'm just thinking about how, you could do that. Good. All right, listen, I want to make sure that you defeat the CSP. Yeah, you know me, at some point. Well, congratulations again to the Bells. I have no doubt victory is on the way. That's very cool. I've never really, I think I've only done bar trivia once or twice, sort of almost because I happen to be with friends at the time that we're doing it. But since I don't go to bars at all, so it kind of was lost on me. But I have several friends who were kind of like, oh yeah, I do bar trivia, and I'm like, oh, and it always seems kind of cool. So someday I'll have to think about it. All right, let's get going, chat. I have never played this before, so let's buckle up. Let's put on our thinking caps and all that, and get ready to be a part of the game. As I play this, by the way, I'm sure the sound may be off, the volume may be off, so bear with me, and I will fix as we play. Got to make sure the music is good too. Okay, there we go, Zojoy. 35 years have passed since Jair defeated the Warlock Lord in the caverns beneath the living castle, Shadowgate. That's me, I defeated him. For many summers, the land of Cal Torlin prospered, and the events at Shadowgate began slipping from memory. But evil is stirring, scheming to bring the world to ruin. Oh man, evil is always scheming. Gwynthel, the shining jewel of Cal Torlin, has lost its king. Unrest and civil war have swept peace from the land. Love this music. Amid the madness, a poor fenling has been cast into a dreary dungeon at the mercy of murderous prison guards. Spoiler alert, we must be the fenling. But this is just the beginning of a journey that will push him to the edge of destruction and beyond. Whoa, who's this dude? Beyond Shadowgate. All right, and I'm gonna have to change how the chat window looks and all that. I will do that, but whoa, you are a carefree fenling named Del Thornborough who has the knack for accidentally acquiring things. I already love the music. I love it. I love it. All right. Let me fix this, the chat window. There we go. Dude, this music slaps right here. Awesome. Okay. I think that's good. All right, chat, how's the volume? How we doing on volume? How we feeling? Beep, boop, 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 boop. How we doing on volume? How's it sound, everybody? Good, bad, indifferent? Volume's about right? You tend to like it lower volume. Is it too loud? So Trivet says volume's about right. Is it too loud, you think, Emily? Because I can turn it down. It sounds right to me, but that's why I always have to check with chat, because the other day I was watching a streamer who's like, the music's fine, and it was like blowing people out. Okay. All right, cool. All right, here we go. You were a carefree fenling named Del Thornborough who has the knack for accidentally acquiring things. You have been accused, unjustly in your mind, of stealing a small trinket from the hand of the Duchess of Trehelm. The Duke didn't seem to understand that you were merely safekeeping the bauble for the Duchess against the riffraff and lowlifes that are commonly found in the capital city of Gwynfell. Yeah. That's all. I wasn't like, you accuse someone of theft and all I was doing was repossession. All right? Like, come on now. Yeah, the bauble, exactly. The bauble wanted to travel. Exactly. Unceremoniously dumped in this dark cell, you wonder at your fate and at the horrible luck that deprived you of a fair trial. Hoarse from shouting and bored beyond the limits of even the most tolerant fenling, you realize you might as well focus on escaping. Wow. Okay, cool. Save progress. Yeah. Progress saved. Okay. What do we got? What do you want to use this on? Nothing. Okay, what's this farthing? I use it on the flint. The item does not work. Okay. All right, well, let's see what we got. Let's look at this. Looking the dry straw over, you decide against lying down upon it. This straw is fit for nothing less than kindling for a bonfire. This dark and damp cell confirms your belief that this is the most inhospitable dungeon in which you've been incarcerated. I suppose I've been there before. These are sturdy iron chains designed to hold the strongest human in place without fail. Luckily, they were not designed to hold fenlings, and you easily escaped moments after being locked up. Okay. Judging by the scrape marks, you guess that this bench is not bolted to the floor. Okay, that's good to know. The sturdy door looks to be a formidable barrier. You should know because you kicked at it for a good 5 minutes after they threw you in here. Can I look through the window, though? Alright, can I take the bench? You cannot take it. Can I move the bench? Your feet will not take you there. Can I open the bench? It will not open. The hulking figure of the guard approaches the door. Whoa! Hey, what's up, Tom Tom? I was going to say, Tom, it's always a pleasure to see you. But, yeah, if you're exhausted, don't drain a bunch of energy drinks. We're playing Beyond Shadowgate, Tom Tom. I don't know if you ever played the original Shadowgate, which was originally for the Nintendo and the computer, the PC, but way back in like the mid to late 80s, basically. Great game, the original Shadowgate, and this is by the same people, and it's much larger and more involved. So it's kind of a point and click, but there's other stuff to it as well. This is the GOG version. But again, love to see you, obviously, but no obligation if you need to get rest. I know that feel. The hulking figure of the guard approaches the door. Quiet if you know what's best, else I'll come in there and teach you some manners. A maniacal chuckle follows the proclamation. I'm lending credence to my threat. Oh, of course, Triffid, yes. This is just the premiere. All right, well, so I can't do anything. Can I speak through the door? All right, I'm going to hit the door. Aha! Grunting with some effort, you push the heavy bench across the cell until it rests against the front of the door. Okay. What did I do there? Can I... Oh, I know what I can do. Use the flint on the straw and get him to run in. Yes. So, excuse me. The original Shadowgate follows a person who basically explores below this castle and ends up defeating this monster. And it was a kind of a point-and-click adventure. So it's like, look at things, use things on other things, that sort of thing. Except that I always found it much less obnoxious than something like King's Quest, or like a lot of point-and-click adventures. I've said many times, I'm not wild about a lot of point-and-click adventures because I find their logic inscrutable a lot of times and just annoying, and I don't know. But something was different about this. I don't know if it was the music or the nature of what it was or the theme or something like that. And also the music was awesome. So yeah, this is basically a point-and-click adventure, but with style. And this is the sequel. Now, again, a little confusing. The original Shadowgate was 1985, 86, something like that. Then there was a sequel to it, which was called Beyond Shadowgate, but it was still in like the late 80s or early 90s. And then there was, and it never really went anywhere, then there was a remaster of Shadowgate back in like 2014. And I actually interviewed the devs from Zojoy at the time about that game. It was like a remastered Shadowgate, the original Shadowgate kind of. And now there's this game, which is supposedly an actual sequel with a totally different story. Again, I don't know why they also called that Beyond Shadowgate and didn't call it, I was saying at the beginning of stream, like Shadowgate with a Vengeance, the Shadowgate Strikes Back, like something new. I don't know why they didn't do that, but they did. So anyway, that's what it's about. Okay, I am going to use the flint on the straw. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yes, I can see that. Point and click with style. Amen. Yes, I can see that, Emily. I bought King's Quest. I was too young to understand. Yeah, I played it and I was like, I just, King's Quest frustrated me. And the same, by the way, because I played it when I was younger at first. But with great expertise, you strike the flint against the straw, creating a small shower of sparks. Despite your effort, none take hold and a flame does not yet appear. Okay, can I use use self? Okay. There we go. Yeah, all right. Here comes the guard. Smelling the smoke, the guard comes rushing to the cell. You hear keys jangling as he releases the lock and pulls the door open. Yes, that's what I hoped would happen. In his haste to rip your head from your shoulders, he fails to notice the bench. You can't help but smile at the astonished look on his face before he takes a rather ungraceful dive. And drops his keyring in the process. Hell yeah! The unconscious form of the jailer lay sprawled on the floor in front of you. Suck it, jailer. He'll probably feel that one in the morning, you exclaim proudly. Okay, let's save it. That's true, Trippin. And yes, that's right, Tom. Okay, well, we're going to take these keys. You pick up the jailer's keys. Okay, let's see. All right, we're going to move out. Oh, it's the same sound. When you move, you can see the direction you're moving and you hear the sound of it. You lithely jump over the bench as you exit the cell. Realizing you are still in a dungeon, you stifle your excitement and keep your eyes open for danger. Knowing that the door to your cell is still open, you wonder if that guard could still be a threat. You quickly close the cell door and smile as you hear the lock slide into place. That takes care of that brute, you think. An ephemeral creature appears before you. It speaks. Right? Tee, look at you, Del. What an interesting thing you are. No, I don't like that voice. What an interesting thing you are. I foresaw you rotting in that cell forever. That's more like it. And yet here you are, defying your fate. This could be such fun. I believe our journeys follow a similar path. So I will join you for now. Much danger lies ahead, and I will give you advice should it please me. Adventure awaits, and I find this dungeon quite tiresome, so let's go. Achievement unlocked. Hey, listen, the Wisp has joined you. Oh, we know what that's about. Hey, listen. All right, we're saving it. Break it down. Even standing on your toes, you can't quite see out the window. All right, well, let's move forward. Oh my god. A hulking beast, a minotaur by the look of the horns, patrols the hallway mere feet in front of you. As you investigate the locked cell door, you notice it's stained. Your stomach gives a lurch, hoping the stain is not what you think it is. The wooden boards are too tightly jammed into their brackets to move. You're familiar enough with dungeons to know there's no unlocking this door. This rusted iron grill is securely fastened into place. The putrid smell it emits immediately tells you what it's commonly used for. Can I take this? You cannot take it. Can't? You sure? Nothing happened. Love this music. Flickering light from the torch momentarily mesmerizes you. You're not tall enough to remove the torch from its holder. You don't feel like you need it anyway. I know, exactly. What am I going to do? I mean, okay, so I have to move here? You cannot move there. What if I open this door? Okay. Hinges groan as the door slowly opens. Alright, I just want to make sure that that guy doesn't come looking for this. The obvious choice is to launch a fireball. Yeah, no. Hi. I'm feeling rather bullish on this situation. Okay, let's look at this dude. A dried stain on the floor on the skeleton matches that of the door. You wonder who this person was that suffered such a horrible fate. It's a fine leather strap with the crest of Gwynethel engraved in the diamond-shaped central divot. Okay. You remove the remnants of the strap from the skeleton. The ominous sound of steps can only be the Minotaur approaching. Oh, God. You decide stealth is your only chance for survival as your mind races. Your new friend pipes up. Tee-hee-hee! The eyes of the Reaper upon you. Such fun! You have mere seconds before death takes you. Hide or you will die. You hear the heavy thuds of footsteps echo in the distance as the Minotaur gives up and continues his patrol. You survived again. Remember this, Del. You must act quickly when you sense the Reaper's gaze, or you will surely perish. Okay, it was flashing red when I did that. But, like, I don't know. I didn't hide, though. I didn't do anything. I guess because the door was already closed? Smell of iron and rot assaults your nostrils, and you feel a terrible sensation as you gaze upon a rotting corpse. Can I use this on myself? All right, what about... It's closed. All right, well, I'm going to save it because obviously I need to save here. I just don't know. There he is again. Open. Woo! That Minotaur is terrifying. All right, Minotaur continues his patrol. You're safe for now. All right. What's up, bro? You keep a wary eye on the filthy prisoner, hoping that he won't touch you and give you some disease. Hello, prisoner. Who are you, Fenling? It matters not. I am Edward of the King's Guard, master of the artillery division. Moons ago, we were escorting the king to the southern docks when we were ambushed by assassins. While many soldiers of the guard were killed, a few of us were imprisoned here to rot. The smells of this dungeon are of Gwynethel, which tells me that friend has turned foe. I know nothing else, but I may be able to help you. You have no hope in combat against the Minotaur. Yeah, I kind of figured that. Right? Perhaps you can use this rope to build a ranged weapon. Find a cradle and a small projectile. Oh, okay. You lean forward and extend your fingers far to grab the rope, trying to keep as far away from the malodorous prisoner as possible. Thanks, bro. Good luck, Fenceling. I sense you need it more than me. Okay, can I use this? Ah-ha-ha! You're not sure if you should feel mischievous or heroic at the moment. Check this out, chat. Watch. Okay, right? What? Oh, man. Okay. I was excited for a moment. Okay, well, we got a sling. So I just need a projectile now. Okay, use keys. Open. Woo! Okay, alright. Alright, what's up, bro? Listen, Fenley, go quickly from here lest we both be killed. Alright, do you have a projectile? Escape this dungeon. Tell the people that Joshua, the king's counsel, is unjustly imprisoned. It has been ages since our party was assaulted and the king captured. They intend us to die here, but I refuse. I pried the stone from the wall, but these forsaken manacles cannot be broken. Take it, find a way out, and free us from this pit. Oh, I got you, bro. Take the hard circular stone from the prisoner's hand. Yeah! Loaded sling. Now you got something useful. Time to find a target. Let's go. Luck be with you, little one. Oh, yeah, and also with you, bro. Alright, we got a sling. It's time to David Goliath this. I'm going to one-man this instance. Alright, so... with a sling in your hand, you prepare to ambush the beast. He sees you and leaps from his post. Yeah! As soon as you start twirling the sling, you feel a magical influence take over your body. Death to the Philistine! You cry as you release the stone. With a sharp crack, the stone connects with the Minotaur's forehead, toppling him instantly. Elated, you resolve to never admit the shot was sheer luck, or explain why you randomly called a 7-foot half-man, half-bull a Philistine. You reach for the axe to finish off the Minotaur. Despite pulling with all your might, you fail to even budge the weapon. You decide to escape. Ah, okay, wait, yes. Use jailer keys. Okay, what's up, bro? The weary prisoner looks up at you. A glimmer of hope fills his eyes. He says, I know not who thou art, little one, but I have no choice but to trust thee. Know that I am King Orandi, Lord of Cal Torlin, warder of the southern seas, and still do I live. Listen carefully, my wayward friend. Fiends have usurped my castle, imprisoned me and my loyal confidants within this dungeon, for reasons unknown. Without the royal seal, the claim to the throne cannot be legitimate, and another ruler may come to occupy my lands. Suddenly you hear the jailer, whom you gallantly knocked out, thank you very much, start yelling at the top of his lungs. The king looks alarmed, his speech quickening. Take this! He rips the emblem from his sleeve and hands it to you. Find the barkeeper. He and others I trust will recognize my crest. They will show you the way into my castle. Outside the cell, the jailer continues to bellow. The royal seal is obscured by sorcery. There is a scroll containing the disenchantment spell behind a loose stone in a castle stair. Seek the hidden way from my chamber and say to thyself the words from the scroll. Quickly now, you must leave before the guard returns. Okay, can I take this? Tibia bone. Okay. Haha! Fearlessly, you jump down into the drain, thinking that it can't be any worse than an enraged minotaur. You fall an indeterminable damage distance before hitting cold water. Gasping for air, you bob to the surface of a subterranean river. Yeah, like, exactly. I didn't think it was that bizarre that they wanted to do this. I'm like, I think that's pretty clear. A moment later, you wash ashore, shivering and coughing. You pick yourself up and continue your damp but daring escape. I hope I didn't need to get anything from the stairs. You know what? I don't know. I don't know if I want to reload this, maybe. Whoops. You plunge headlong into the river. Achievement unlocked. Deep waters. Drowned in water. Circumstances happen much the way you expected as the fast-moving water whisks you away down the tunnel. You are tumbled and bounced against the rough rock walls until you lose consciousness and drown in the swirling waters. Alright. You have failed in your quest. All that you loved will perish with you. That's going to happen a lot. Alright. Before I go there, I want to check this out. Can I take this? Okay. Alright. This game... Oh, no. This game is... This was just released a couple of months ago, Tom. The original game, Shadowgate, was back in the mid-'80s, but this game was released, like, 2 or 3 months ago. Same original, like, developers, but obviously decades later are doing this one. So, yeah. Alright, well, we got to figure out how to get across this water. Okay, you were never noted for your swimming abilities. The thought of braving the water again fills you with dread. That's fair. Dim glow illuminates this passageway. Can I move? Oh, god damn it. Oh, alright, fine. Okay. Whoa! Hi? You have absolutely no idea what this creature is, but it appears to be some sort of mutation straight out of one of your grandfather's famous tales. You vow to take his stories a little more seriously from now on. Oh my god. Shadowed, what what the frick is that? Why do we have an enormous Fifi? Gigantified emote. Is that with points? Did you do that with channel points? I mean, yeah, no kidding. That's with bits? That's super cool. Yeah, Tari and I are going to be working on some more emotes coming into the new year, but... Alright, well... What do I do with this? Can I speak to the... Beast looks up at you, making you feel decidedly uncomfortable. With a quick lunge, the hulking beast attacks you, ripping out a good-sized portion of your neck. The beast claims its prize, a shiny new fenling farthing plucked straight from the cold, dead hand of a genuine fenling. Man, I was just throwing it towards it, and That's very cool, though. You have died, the skies darken, and the world is doomed. Okay. Well... Whoa! Oh, God. Jeez. Ooh, okay, wait. Okay. Not that. Use the farthing on the water. Go get it! You pull your lucky fenling farthing from your pocket. The creature stares at the coin as you hurl it into the water. With something resembling a squeal of pleasure, the beast plunges into the swirling waters. It forages along the bottom of the river looking for the shiny coin. That's how we do it, chat! With a hop, skip, and a jump, you quickly leap from the beast back and safely cross the river. Let's go! Ha-ha! Did it! Oh my god. That is a terrifying gigantified emote. Sorry I couldn't check in on the stream last night, Shadowed. I was at my my kid's Christmas Carol performance, having a lovely time. Hey, what's up, Josiah Firesnake? Well, this surely is... Oh, well. At least it's some sign of civilization. You feel relief as freedom is close at hand. Alright. You recognize this as the bucket of a drinking well. Pondering for a moment, you suspect townsfolk use this spot as a wishing well, which explains the various coins collected by that creature. Luckily, your ability to climb far exceeds your swimming prowess. This is your ticket to freedom, hell yes. After an exhausting climb, achievement unlocked, no cell can hold me, escape the dungeon. Yeah! After an exhausting climb, your hand grasps the lip of the well as the rope snaps free and falls below. Panting and hanging on for your life, you grab the stone wall with both hands and clamber over the lip of the well. You land in the mud with a dull thud, knocking the wind out of yourself. Luckily, no one saw your embarrassing fall. Easy as pie, you gasp while catching your breath and thinking there's not a dungeon in the world that can hold you. Oh, I'm sorry about that, Shadowed. Yeah, I am not generally displeased that you're here with us, but I am displeased that you're dealing with that unfortunate situation. I'm going to make a quick adjustment, chat, because this is bothering me a bit. I am absolutely adoring the freaking music. What? I think that's pretty good. This music is kicking ass and taking names. Also reminding me a bit of Shovel Knight music, too. Perfect. Okay. All right, we got out of the dungeon, chat. I'm sure we'll have no other problems. I'm sure everything will be fine from now on. Of course. Looking ahead, you see city streets expand before you. A sigh of relief escapes you as the sun warms your face. Suddenly, the charge of the king echoes through your mind. Find the seal, expose the traitors, and save our kingdom. Remembering the king's plight, you steel your nerves and step forward into the capital city of Gwynethel. Your determination to help is strong, an unusual feeling for a Fenling, but you sense you'll end up regretting this decision. It'll be fine. You bend down and snatch up the silver coin. Escaping a dungeon and finding a shiny coin, this surely is your lucky day. Remembering the beast below, you have no interest in returning down the well. Now you got that right. This wishing well has both created and destroyed the dreams and desires of many. Okay. You see a hanging sign for a curio shop. 'Tis a building with a sign posted for an inn. You notice 2 signs posted, one with an anvil and another with a weapon. Wow, okay. Alright, let me move here. You see Curio Cat carved into the sign with Curious Cat Curios written beneath. Your thoughts, Sherbert? What do you think? Curio Cat Curio? Yeah, it's a cute little town. Except for the Minotaurs handling the freaking dungeons. Hello. That water skin is made of hand-stitched lizard skin. The holes make it easier to carry. You can't tell if he's serious or not. This old chest has the designs of an elven craftsman upon it. Interestingly, it's not a chest but a painted wooden block. And it's why I no longer buy auction lots, he says with an audible sigh. The shopkeeper notices your interest in the bottom shelf of items. Don't bother with those. I don't keep anything of value on that bottom shelf. That's exactly what I want, is no value items. It's Mr. Hooper. Aw, Mr. Hooper. Can we buy armor here? Seriously, right? That scroll is most mysterious. I found it on my floor, holding secrets untold. Mostly I'd feel bad throwing it away. That's a replica of the famed pirate galleon Aurora. I freely admit I lack the patience for crafting such a model. The craftsman who carved this snake from clay must be a master. It's extremely lifelike. It was given to the Duchess of Arfat by the legendary dwarven glass craftsman Hammerset. The dwarf made this flask especially for the Duchess to match the color of her eyes. When these wind chimes sound, the effect can be very soothing and relaxing. I keep it for my more particular clients. This item was procured from the late Archmage Zeltor by a Fenling. He pauses and smiles. Maybe a relative of yours? Yes, in fact it belongs to me. Give it to me. No. 'Tis but a minor bauble. However, note how the gem catches the light beautifully, the shopkeeper says, appearing mesmerized. I purchased this pendant from a servant of the House of Danu. 'Twould make a fine gift for a far-sighted grandmother, the clerk confides with a wink. The clerk seems to be keeping busy, but you catch him watching you out of the corner of his eye. I hope you enjoy my humble shop, little sir. Please peruse my wares, but do not tarry before you buy. I would rather deal in curios than currency. I get fewer thieves that way. A regal design, but I do not trade in fabrics. Okay, so I don't have anything from you. Thanks, bro. Thanks for nothing! Okay. What's this? Oh. Hi, honey. You ready for bed? Okay, right there. You read the proclamation. By order of Prince Elrith, beloved brother of the late king, all must evacuate tomorrow. Able-bodied citizens shall be recruited for the immediate defense of their homeland. Can I take this? No, I cannot take it. Okay. Listen, Emily, you know, I'm improving, okay? I just escaped from a dungeon with a terrifying minotaur and a coin-eating beast, all right? I've got to give me some, cut me some slack here. I'm doing what I can. The words proclaim this place to be the Rusted Blade Inn. Okay. I was supposed to talk to the innkeeper, right? So let's do that. Entering the inn, you see a stout man staring intently at a cloaked figure. You walk close enough to hear their words. The cloaked figure whispers, "See that you place the wares in his bedchamber. No more delays. Either he dies or you do." His piece said, the man in the cloak storms past you, ignoring your presence. Your eyes return to the stout man at the table. His face bright red and hands fidgeting, he stands and dashes for the exit, nearly knocking you over in the process. "Jerk!" you shout, hoping he hears you, but he's already out the door. Seeing your anger, the bartender speaks up. "Oh, don't mind, Oven. Crooked as a gnarled root, that one. Wormed his way to trade minister and mucked everything up since. Now I can't help but wonder what brings a Fenling to my inn, he says. Before you respond, you briefly ponder the ominous threats you overheard. And then you save the game. Okay. All right, chat. I'm going to leave you with this awesome music. And I'm going to go tuck my daughter in. And then I'm going to come back up. And we are going to talk to this innkeeper and tell them that we come from the king. And the king is in prison. And we need to do something. We need to rise up and rebel. Let's go. There's some demons. And there's a minotaur. And there's a beast that eats coins. And we got to, nuke the well from orbit. It's the only way to be sure. Okay, I'll be right back. While I'm gone, enjoy that. Also, you can enjoy looking at my cat. Be right back. Okay. Whoa. My camera white balancing a little bit out of the... Is it trying to balance because of... Yeah. There you go. Angry music shadowed. Oh, man. Sorry about that, everybody. I'm back. Let's go talk to an innkeeper. Actually, wait. By order of Oven Lonath, Minister of Trade, a boycott of all goods handled by the House of Quisset has been enacted. This trading house is suspected of conspiring against the late King Aronde. Any citizen caught with their goods shall be promptly jailed and executed for treason. Which means we should probably go to that place, because... Games table sits in the far corner of the inn, hell yeah. Blade? Check. Rusted? Check. Not the most creative folks around here, you whisper to yourself. The barkeeper is wiping the bar counter. You look at the job he's doing and debate whether to tell him he missed a spot. You step up to the bar, your face barely reaching over the bar top. You gesture for the barkeeper to come closer. You must not be for around here, little fenling. Coin speaks louder than words, if you know what I'm saying. Oh yeah? What if I showed you this? You show King Arondi's emblem to the barkeeper, asking if he recognizes the fabric. He looks startled and leans close. He whispers, Do you want to be killed? Put that away. I'll not be telling you anything without coin for me trouble. With that, he resumes wiping the bar, ignoring your presence. Jeez, bro. I just showed you the king's thing. Showed you that that's the thing from the king, know what I'm saying? The barkeeper leans close, taking your coin while asking, What is it ye want to know? You share the details of your perilous dungeon escape with less embellishment than your usual recanting of events. Oh yeah, Shadowed? Alright, hold on, let me check. Ooh. A Shadowgate Mega Medley? Oh man, I will 100% want to listen to that later. Thanks, Shadow. That's awesome. That's super cool. Okay. The barkeeper pauses for a moment before speaking. That be the emblem of the king, but looks may deceive. Gwynethel's changed, Fenling. Friends be rare and executions common. Prove to me the emblem be true. Now take your drink and be gone, he says quickly before yelling, Tarina, a drink for the Fenling. Oh, hello, Tarina. Well, hi there. The buxom barmaid gives you a friendly wink as she lifts 2 mugs of ale from the bar. You stumble over your words as you try and speak to the lovely barmaid. Hi, you stammer. She winks and replies, Please enjoy your drink, kind sir. The barmaid smiles at you as you reach for the drink. As you begin to sip the sweet ale, something bumps your lips. Ooh, there's a tavern note. No. The note reads, Prove it be real. Curious be the cat. He knows the truth. Ah ha ha! I got you, bro. I'll be right back. What? His eyes scan the note. I can evaluate your emblem, but my services are not free. That buffoon at the weapon shop badmouths my wares, yet refuses to return them. Get my golden dagger from him, and I'll verify the authenticity of this emblem. Off you go, he says with a thin smile. Alright, so I have to go talk to the weapon dude to get this guy's golden dagger so that he'll evaluate the emblem. Upon the sign is a picture of an anvil with a hammer on it. The words on the sign read, Borak the Smithy. On the sign is a single word, arms. This must be a weapon shop. You open the door, or as I like to call it, a weapon shoppy. Aha! A variety of intimidating blades cover the walls of this shop. The crest features a diving hawk over a field of red. The clerk looks up and says, Don't be fooling with the family crest. He gives you a threatening glare and then turns back to his work. All right, let's talk about things. You explain your interest in the dagger to the clerk. He scoffs. That man's a crook and he'll get no favors from me. The dagger's as magical as my left boot. But you can help me. I fancy the rusted blade barmaid, but I've no courage to say so. Go, speak with her, tell her my feelings. Do this for me and you shall have the blasted dagger, he says demandingly. All right, so I gotta go talk to the barmaid. You relay the weapon shop owner's interest in the beautiful lady. Her cheeks blush a bright pink hue. She says, I fancy him too, but I could never be with him without a blessing. I can't leave the inn for hours still. Can you talk to the monk for me and get his favor so I may see my love tonight? All right. So everyone remember this? I got to go talk to the monk to get a blessing so the barmaid can hang out with the weapons guy. So the weapons guy gives me the golden dagger so I can give the golden dagger to the curio shop owner so the curio shop owner can verify the validity of the king's emblem so I can get what I need from the bartender. The monk. I mean, it's tempting, Emily, to just hang out with the barmaid. I agree there are some benefits to that. I could see that. All right, so we need to go find the monk. Ooh. Their loss is your profit. Picking up lost valuables brings you immense joy. Fountain made of marble is spouting clear water. People in this town are known to toss in a coin for good luck. Save. You mean the item is useless here? I'm looking for a monk. Yeah, I'm looking for a monk. Ah, the stone temple. You find monks in temples? What? There we go. Hey, what's up, monk? You look like a monk. The plaque reads, all are welcome. The bronze plaque reads, enter ye in peace to the blessed sanctuary of one, the God of all. All right. Yo, monk. You explain the barmaid's request and ask the monk for his blessing. He says, it's about time with those two. Alas, I lent the charm to a soldier. Find him and return to me so that I may bless it. So I've got to find a soldier to get the charm. I get the charm, bring it to the monk for the blessing. I bring the blessed charm to the barmaid. The barmaid, I then tell the weapons guy the barmaid's going to hang out with him. Then the weapons guy gives me the gold dagger. I bring the gold dagger to the owner of the curio shop. The owner of the curio shop verifies the validity of the king's emblem. I then go back to the bartender, show him the verified king's emblem, and he gives me awesome, like, pats on the back or something. All right. I suppose you're not going to tell me where that is, huh? Where the soldier might be? See Castle Gwynethel in the distance. It's an ancient fairy stone. Seasoned magicians use these to cross great distances in the blink of an eye. I bet I can hit that. That will leave a bruise. Darn it. All right. Hey, what's up, guard? You ask for the charm. The guard nods, frowns, and looks through you. Indeed it is lucky, but perhaps it's not. My troop was sent to patrol in the Torlin Forest. I returned alone in sorrow. Some days I do not feel so lucky, Fenling. A certain card-playing scoundrel took my war medal. Get it back for me and I'll give up my lucky charm. Okay, all right. We ready? Here we go. I gotta find the card-playing scoundrel to get the war medal for the soldier. Give the war medal to the soldier, he'll give me the charm. Bring the charm to the monk, who will bless it. Bring the blessed charm to the barmaid, who will then be with the weapons guy. Talk to the weapons guy that I did what he wanted, and he will give me the gold dagger. The gold dagger I bring to the owner of the curio shop so he can verify the king's emblem. The curio shop owner will verify the king's emblem, which I will then take to the bartender, who will then do something awesome. Like, his piece said he returns to his watch. I love how nobody tells me. God damn it. Nobody tells me where any of these people are. Where did he say it was? Oh, the card place, right? The games table was with the inn, right? Ha-ha! Alright, card, dude, wait a second. It's a rendition of the famous woodland hunter painting commonly found in taverns throughout the land. While the creature varies to match the local forest wildlife, the hunter is always depicted using a bow. Alright, let's save this. What's up, bro? I only play for money, Fenling. If you don't have a coin, then be off. Oh, I've got a coin, bro. Ah, there's some coin then. Join me, little Fenling. Best me in a fair match and I'll have a prize for you. Ooh, the game is high and low. It's so simple even a Fenling can learn it. Hey, shut up. All you do is pick high or pick low. To win, you must guess correctly if the next card in the deck is higher or lower than the card you see now. If you pick low and your card is lower than the one on the table, then you win. If your card is higher, then you lose. Win 5 hands in a row and I'll give you a genuine shiny war medal I got from the last fool who tried to best me. Let's quit yammering and play. Alright, well... low, because it's an 8. What? God damn it. Okay. Rest your luck. It's 3 in a row. Yeah! Well, dang, you're just too lucky. Take this medal. Lucky streak, win the card game. Yeah, second try, baby. Take this medal and get out of here. Yeah, my pleasure. Any good in as a game room? The rusted blade does not disappoint. All right, we got the war medal, and that means we leave here. We go this way to the castle. One more forward. Use the war medal on this guy. You hand over the war medal to the guard. He inspects it and hands you the charm. I hope you fare better with it than I, he says with a somber tone as he resumes his duty. All right, now we go back this way. We give the luck charm to the monk. The monk takes the charm, whispers some words, and returns it to you. Whoever holds this charm will be blessed. May you be at peace, Fenling. Thanks, bro. Oops. Nope, I went the wrong way. Okay, go here, go left, go to the inn, use the blessed charm on her. The barmaid smiles whitely as you hand over the charm. You did it! Give this to my love and tell him to meet me. Thank you. She kisses your cheek, then quickly returns to her work, leaving your heart fluttering. Alright, so now I move here. What is this? It's a gold hairpin that belongs to the barmaid, and it's a gift for the weapon shop owner. Right, okay. So now I go here, I go in here. I use the hairpin on this guy. The clerk's face erupts into a smile. Erupts? As he recognizes the hairpin, he shouts, She does love me! He reaches over the counter and lifts you into an uncomfortably tight hug. Bless you, he says, delivering a kiss on your nose. Whoa, alright, bro. He lowers you down and hands over the dagger. Oh, take this. You earned it, and my thanks. You grab the dagger, smiling thinly. Wiping your face, you reflect that these two are perfect for each other with their love for excessive displays of affection. Got the gold dagger? Alright, so now I go give the gold dagger to the curio shop guy. Excellent. Thank you for getting me this fine object. I'm glad to have it back. However, this is a shop after all. If you're interested, I'll part with this dagger for 1 gold coin. It's a steal at that price. Oh, when I get a coin at some point. Now let me see your emblem. Yes, it's authentic. Take this note to the barkeeper and show no one else so you risk your life. Alright, what's it say? You scan the elegant lettering. The fabric is authentic. You hope this is enough to convince the barkeeper to help. All right, bro. The barkeeper reads the note. "Ye be telling the truth. Our king lives. Go to the smithy and repeat to him, prevail. Quickly, Fenling, take this key and go." All right. So now I got to go to the smithy. Let me save it. All right, go to the smithy. Key produces a satisfying click as it releases the lock. Door opens. All right. Prevail. Remembering the innkeeper's words, you say, prevail. The blacksmith's face changes to a wide grin. He says, "I knew it. Well, hurry to the back." His massive arm nearly rips the door off its hinges as he beckons you into the room. Out the back through the cave, you'll find an entrance among the rocks. If you get stuck, use the map for help. Now go. Out the back through the cave, entrance among the rocks. You walk past the mountain, doubling as a blacksmith, and into a small room. Suddenly, the door slams shut behind you. Voices you don't recognize shout orders at the blacksmith to open the door. It sounds like the royal guard is looking for you. You hear keys fumble at the lock and drop as the blacksmith curses his clumsy hands. He's buying you time to escape. Despite the blacksmith's efforts to delay the guards, they burst through the door and tackle you to the floor, knocking you out. You awake in an upsettingly familiar jail cell. Snickers of laughter tell you the jailer and Minotaur remember you well. Well, crap. Man. Alright, so... You throw yourself out of the window in a graceful swan dive. Achievement unlocked. Gravity always wins. Fell to your death. Unfortunately, gravity was less cooperative than you had hoped, and your descent and impact with the ground proved quite lethal. The adventure continues, but not for you. Well, alright. I got it. We got to do something with that trapdoor. The heavy wooden trapdoor was slammed shut when you left. You cannot lift it open. Alright. This torn parchment is part of a map. Alright, let's take it. You pick up and examine the discarded parchment. You realize it's a piece of a map of the kingdom and surrounding lands. It's not complete, but it may prove useful, so you decide to hold on to it. Ooh, okay. 14% of the map. So this is Gwynfell that I'm in, and now we're headed to the forest. Alright. So far, so good. Foul-smelling, stagnant puddle of water. Isn't it, Emily? I love the Shadowgate sort of concept, so this is cool. As you exit the cave, you see a makeshift camp flying the banner of Lord Jair, built along the outskirts of the city wall. From the size of the camp, you guess Jair must have over 50,000 troops ready to lay siege to Gwynethel. You must hurry. Okay. Wait, what? Path winds back towards the castle. Lord Jair's army encampment. Have to rescue the king before Gwynethel is invaded and destroyed. Alright, I just came from there. Interesting. A large stone slab sits loosely in the wall. Can I move it? Or can I use it, rather? Oh! You hear the cranking sound of machinery. Achievement unlocked. What's your point? Impaled by spikes. Suddenly, several spikes explode upward from beneath you. Your body is pierced in multiple places. You do not survive. Welp. You don't have a good feeling about these strange markings on the ground. Appears to be a dead end, but the elaborate stonework here surely hides some kind of entrance. Alright, well... So... I can't do that yet, obviously. Ooh, look at the different background. A soldier wearing the uniform of the Westland forces suddenly jumps from the underbrush and grabs your collar. He calls out, "'Tis all right, Captain. Just caught me another spy." A voice with a thick accent replies, "I bring him along." Before you can correct their mistake, you are clubbed unconscious. You wake up just in time to be beheaded. Okay. It's a sad thing that your adventures have ended here. That's a classic. Alright, so I can't go there until I get some kind of soldier's outfit. I mean... Can I... So it's got to be here. It's got to be something with this. The only issue is I don't have anything... Like, I have keys. I know, shortest game ever. I think I'm going to be spiked. You wrap your knuckles on the heavy stone. Impressed at the sturdiness of the slabs, force will not open this door. Huh. Interesting. Okay. So I can't do that. Can't go down this way. There's got to be something here. Do I have any spells? Try tickling the door. I know, right? And, like, I get insta-killed if I go there with the soldiers. And those are the spikes. Huh. Interesting. If I go here... I wonder if I can just run past them. Like, can I go... No, I can't. It doesn't even let me do anything. Huh. Interesting. I can punch myself, but that doesn't do much. This is interesting. Ooh, okay. That's cool. The keys, those are like, those are keyboard shortcuts. That's neat. What do you think? Looks like it's the back door for us. Let's avoid any conflict as we sneak into the castle. Well, yes, but how do I do that? There are spikes. Ooh, wait a minute. That, and that. 1, 2, 3. Okay. And then right, and then down. Ha-ha! The center stone slides backward as the crackly sound of machinery rises to your left. The large stone doors slide apart before grinding to a halt. The way is now open. Hell yeah, it is. Ooh, secret alcove, chat. Love this music. You grasp the lever and pull down hard. It grudgingly moves and then gets stuck. You hear machinery creaking to life as the stone door slides open. Can I take this? You exit the secret passage and step foot into the splendor of the lower level. Castle Crasher entered Castle Gwynethel. In fact, you remember being dragged through this very corridor on your way to the dungeons. The king's words ring in your ears. Fiends have usurped the throne. Find the scroll of disenchantment, which was in the stone in the stair. The royal seal from my hidden chamber. You hear the shuffling of armored Gauls down the hall. You decide to keep a low profile. Secret tunnel. Alright, okay, so that's where that came from. Guest book for visiting nobles and diplomats sits atop a luxurious desk. There have been no visitors for months. Seizing the opportunity, you write Del Thornborough on the page in big letters. Very big letters. The inkwell is attached firmly to the desk. Quill thievery is universal, you muse to yourself. Book is affixed to the desk. You can't take it, but you're also not convinced to be of any use. I'll make that decision game. Alright. The castle stair. The kitchen, the door is locked. That's fine. Haha! Oh, I need a tool? No. Alright, that's alright, it's alright. Can I use the... Let's see. Lighter than... Surprisingly, the plank slides away easily. Lighter than it looks, or I'm stronger, you say, pleased with your work. So I need something to open that, which means whoops, it's not what I meant to do. Appears your recent escape has revealed a hole in the castle's defenses. The guards have sealed this particular cell shut. I'm doing well, Your Majesty. The king looks up at you with hope in his eyes. He speaks. My little friend, I see you've spoken to the barkeeper. Please find the evidence of those who betrayed me and share it with my brother, the prince. Alright, I will do that, bro. What I'm trying to do right now is I'm trying to find... Wait a minute. Can I take... You now have a good idea of why the door is heavily barred and permanently sealed. Oh, man. Alright, yeah. So we're going to go upstairs. We're looking for something that I can use to open that. Actually, wait a minute. Can I use the torch? Nah. It's worth a try. Okay. Open. What have we here? 'Tis a bookshelf with tomes of proper etiquette. Oddly, there's a book of recipes on the shelf as well. The cookbook is now in hand. All right. Wondering if the king has a favorite recipe. You open the cookbook and find a key inside. With no more use of the book, you discard it. Yo, let's go. Now we can go to this other thing. All right. This is the livery of a Westland servant. You can tell because it has the crest of the High Lord Jer upon its front. You find it strange that it's in this castle. Looking it over closely, you notice the pocket is clasped. Take the servant's uniform, all right? You unclasp the uniform pocket, reach in and take out a gold coin. It's your lucky day. Aha! We're going to be able to use that to get that gold dagger. You start thinking of what you'll buy with your gold loot. You remember the curio shop owner was looking to trade. You realize you have no use for the uniform, so you discard it. Oh, I thought I was going to wear it. All right, well, that's fine. A handsome specimen of a royal stag with long branched antlers is mounted proudly on the wall. Crumbling stone of the large fireplace adds to the homey feel of this room. All right. I might as well save this so far. Okay. Oh. Right, open. Let's see what we got. We got some cheese. It's an invoice from the tavern. Bottle of the King's Wine X1. The number of zeros on the bill as it's sounding. It looks like the bill has been paid in full and the wine is ready to be picked up. By me. Take that invoice. You reach up and grab the invoice. Back to the Rusted Blade Inn. Might grab a drink while I'm there, you think. You struggle to lift and sack and fail. You'll need to empty the contents first. Need to cut it open. Looking around, you notice there's not a single knife in the whole kitchen. Alright. Damage on the spoon implies it's seen use as a tool and not for cooking. It's surprisingly hard, which means I can use that to pry out the wall stone, I bet. You retrieve the damaged spoon. You notice it feels unusually durable for a kitchen implement. Okay. Take me some cheese. Some loaf of bread. The silver tray. As you lift the silver tray, the light reflects off the metal in a dazzling display of colors. I love it. Okay. An iron cauldron hangs above the hearth. The mouth-watering aroma of venison stew escapes from beneath the lid. Alright. Well, I think I got what I needed from there anyway. Okay. Use spoon. You jam the spoon into the crevice and slowly wiggle the stone free. It drops to the floor with a loud crash. A hidden space is revealed. Ha-ha! You take the scroll. You gently open the scroll and begin reading. The royal seal is proof of sovereignty, and only a king may bestow it on another. With the shimmering king as witness, one king shall say this spell of disenchantment to the other. Tar Gwynthal. You realize it is a magical word of power. You have in fact been given some sort of magic. You have learned the spell Tar Gwynthal. Okay. Feel honored to have learned said spell. As you step into the hallway, you see a gaunt figure approaching. A raspy voice calls out to you. Ah, I didn't know they allowed your kind in my castle. If you must sully my halls, then know your place and show deference. Bow your head to the royal chancellor and address me as Sir Belisar Halfling, or I'll have you reprimanded at once. You slowly bow your head and through gritted teeth utter, Yes, Sir Belisar, as the man walks past you down the hall. You lift your head and wonder if there's something in the water supply that turns the people here into raging jerks. Yeah, man. Ooh. The portrait of a stunning woman is secured to the wall. Her soft features and burning eyes momentarily mesmerize you. Oh, we got kids are asleep with a raid. Hey, what's up, raiders? Shh, the kids are asleep. What's up, kids are asleep? And Drew the Damager. Good to see you all. Thank you so much for the raid, kids are asleep. Welcome to Beyond Shadowgate. Welcome to the sequel to Shadowgate, and thank you so much for the raid, everybody. Hey, Shadows Proxy, welcome all. I hope you enjoyed. Was this, we had some Mass Effect 3 magic going on? Hey, Intensely Eric. Asleep our kids, what's up, Shadow? Do we have Mass Effect 3 on tap today? Was that what was going on? Or we were doing some Horizon Zero Dawn, Forgotten West or whatever? It was? Okay. How you doing on that, Eric? Where are we at in the game? Thank you so much for the raid. And if you folks are not, can we get a shout out, please? Oh, we got one. I already saw. Please follow The Kids Are Asleep, which are composed of The Kids Are Asleep, also known as Valerie Valdez, wonderful author, and Eric, Intensely Eric, who does music on Saturdays, and they are a husband and wife couple that do awesome streams, and when the kids are asleep, that is. And you should follow them and follow all the things and buy all Valerie's books and listen to all of Eric's music. That's what you should do. You did Priority to Chonka. Epic. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Yeah, that was a good one. By the way, I thought of you both the other day. Have you seen the trailer for the game, which is now in pre-alpha, I guess, Exodus? Have you seen this? Made by a lot of the original BioWare folks, and including like Drew Carpassian, who did KOTOR, is one of the writers on it, and a few others that are pretty well known, whose name now escapes me. But very Mass Effect-y. Like, oh, yeah. Very, very Mass Effect-y. Like I say, like pre-alpha, like it's not even in early access or anything like that. But, you know, from what I understand, like really, really good. And for those of you wondering what I'm playing here, this is a sequel to the tremendous game Shadowgate. Those of you who are of a certain age may remember playing this back in the 80s. I played this on my Nintendo, but it also came out on PC and Mac and stuff. And the music and everything was super cool. And this is made by Zoojoy. A lot of the folks who were the original devs came together, ran a Kickstarter, got enough money, and made this game, Beyond Shadowgate, which is a little confusing because there's another Beyond Shadowgate that was made not that long after the first Shadowgate, I think. And then there was a remaster of Shadowgate done maybe 9 to 10 years ago. I interviewed the folks who did that at the time. And now there is this, which is Beyond Shadowgate. So again, I don't know why they named it the same thing. But anyway, very, very cool. No. On the Nintendo Entertainment System, not the Nintendo Wii. That is the one Drew Karpshin is on, yes. That is the one that Drew Karpshin is on. Yep. Drew Karpshin is one of the writers, but there's like 3 people, and you would recognize all 3 of them. Like, they're all legit. Drew Karpshin probably is the biggest name, I think. I only saw this trailer once, but I was watching it yesterday, I think. And I was like, oh, damn. Like, very, very Exodus. So, yep, that's right. But so that was a remaster. This is a brand new game, and I've really been enjoying this a lot so far. You see a small hole in the center of the panel. You know a lock when you see one. It will not open. Well, that's not surprising. Let's see. Small chest bears the same designs as the frame holding the stained glass image. Chest is locked. An elaborate stained glass image is affixed to the wall. It looks decorative as no light shines through from behind. It's a gaudy portrait of an obese man. The inscription reads, Oven Lonath, me. You recognize him as the portly man who dashed by you earlier in Gwynethel. Ah. All right, sounds good. Sleep well. Thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate it. And yeah, welcome everybody. Oh, no problem. Sleep well, Eric. Thank you again. Can I hit this? No. Can I open it? Can I take it? Can I use it? Can I open this? Can I open that? Can I open that? Large chandelier hangs from the ceiling. Its many candles are lit, creating small puddles of wax on the rug. That seems troubling. Frame of this large canopy bed is made of a darkly stained oak. The down-filled mattress looks very inviting. Okay, I wasn't going to use that. Here's the map, 20%. Okay. I'm going to move out of here. Can't do anything with this yet. Let's open the left room here. Actually, wait. What's this? This richly woven tapestry depicts a scene of a large warship cutting through the waves. Okay. All right, what do we got here? We have the trade office. It's a map of the lands around Gwynethel. Markers in the map show that the city is surrounded by hostile forces. You notice that it is suspiciously only loosely attached to the wall. You easily take the map off the wall and set it aside. What's here? There's a key hidden behind the map. Hell yes. Let's take the key. All right. What do we have here? Outlined is a vague plan to defend the city against an all-out attack on its walls. There's a hastily scribbled note written on the bottom of the page. Owen, Jair's advisors did not believe the story of the king's kidnapping. That is why he has come with his army. When he discovers the king, he will surely seek vengeance. You must act quickly to dispose of the prince and pin it on him. Use the Mandragora from Veldor, then execute the king. I have fled. If you fail, I suggest you do the same, Jalek. So we have to save the prince. Can I take this? Can't take that. Can't take this. Do. You notice the book has one page with a folded corner as if begging to be opened to this page. It contains a passage about Prince Torlin Gwynthal, the founder of Gwynethel. Prince Torlin Gwynthal looked across the battlefield. The barbarians had been defeated, but at a high price. With a glimmer of a tear, the prince turned his head towards the setting sun and raised his right arm to salute the fallen. He stood there silently, paying homage to those whose sacrifice opened the path to victory. Okay. Grab the book from the table. Just felt like the thing to do, you think to yourself. Alright, well I know what this key is for. Key fits in the lock. As you turn the key, you hear mechanical sounds stirring from behind the stained glass. Glass explodes outward, launching deadly shards through your face and body. You have sprung a trap. As you bleed out, you stumble around the room only to trip and bash your head on a bedpost. The adventure continues, but not for you. Welp. Can I use the key and then get the hell out of the way? No, there's just no way. I wonder if I can use the key on the bed instead. Aha, you turn the key in the lock. Panel opens to reveal a hidden compartment. Okay. Now we're cooking with gas. You reach in the compartment and take the book. You were excessively curious about its contents. Well, I don't blame you. You begin reading the sloppy handwriting. It's true. Veldar says King Arande's embargo on Calzathan will be my death. This foolish embargo allows the Westland trading house of Quaiset to capture Veldar's customers and diminish their strength. If I don't stop the king, the House of Veldar will expose the exclusive trade contracts I gave in exchange for my properties. You skip ahead a few pages. I've been haunted by a dream in which a shadowy figure tells me how to solve all my problems and silence the king. The figure revealed the warden's secrets which I discovered were true, and blackmailing him was easy. I hired bandits and convinced the warden to install a special jailer. We attack when the king travels south. But I can't shake this feeling of being manipulated, that my thoughts are not my own. The final entry reads, I awaken in a cold sweat every night fearing capture. Elrith is less stupid than I thought. Maybe he suspects something? This proves Owen and Veldar are traitors. Surely there's someone in this castle you could show this evidence to. But not just anyone. You don't know who you can trust. You tuck the evidence away for safekeeping until the time is right. Alright, so we got evidence of this betrayal. Hello. The guard looks at you and says, do you have the wine? We'll be expecting it. Ah, yes, I'll get right to that, sir. Hello, what is this? The plaque says treasury. You rub your hands together and smile widely, imagining the spoils contained within. Yeah, except I don't have a key for it. Unlike the wooden doors found in the rest of the castle, this steel door is clearly meant to keep everyone out. Should be no surprise that it is securely locked. spell did not work. Yeah, I kind of had a feeling it wouldn't. All right. And what's this say? Plaque reads, The Great Tower of Castle Gwynethel. Oh. All right. Can't do that then. All right, I took care of this room. That was the place where I got the, that's where I got the book that had the key, which let me get into the kitchen. So I think we've done everything we can do up here. I already did that. That's the kitchen, right? Yeah, I already did that. Unless I have... Wait a minute. Yeah, no, this is the same thing. All right, so... Let me save this. Hey, what's up? I know this E.C. Myers. Good to see you. How you doing, man? For those of you who don't know, E.C. Myers streams... Well, first of all, is a wonderful author that I was lucky enough to do a workshop with many years ago now, and has produced a number of excellent books, and is also a gamer, especially a retro gamer, and streams a lot on YouTube, I believe. And so this is high praise. Yeah, I'm really enjoying this. Did you play the original of this? Can I ask, did you play the original Shadowgate? I was talking about the naming. Like, I didn't understand why, because I interviewed the devs of the remaster of Shadowgate, and there was a Shadowgate which I played, and there was a Beyond Shadowgate back then, which I did not play, and then they called this also Beyond Shadowgate, which I didn't, like, why? Why not call it, like, you know, Shadowgate with a Vengeance? I was joking. Like, why not call it something different? But I don't totally understand why, but... Anyway, and I'm loving the music of this also. I, like, really dig that a lot. Okay, there's that. Oh, right. I've been there already. Well. Decorative suits of Gwynethelian knight's armor line the grand hall. You look warily, wondering should you walk too close would its halberd come crashing down upon you. Hey, what's up, Shimon? That's the third-person point-and-click one, naming this 24 version. Right, Shimon? I was saying the same thing. Well, no, this is not the same. That's the thing, Live Suing, and also good to see you. This is not the same game. That's what confused me also. This was a Kickstarted game, which is a new Shadowgate experience that I do not think is Beyond Shadowgate. And I never played the TurboGrafx one or the Turbo CD one, but, like... Yeah, I agree, Emily. I totally agree. Hey, what's up, Tim Coolish? But, like, this is great, too. I just don't know why they called it that, you know, but, so... All right, let's see. Can I move? Can I open this? Will not open. Large double doors are made of stout oak wood and held in place by large iron hinges, shut tight and impenetrable. Can I use this? You clumsily bump the armor, causing the halberd to topple over directly into the side of your skull. You would appreciate the clean slice if it wasn't your head being split in two. Welp, with your failure, evil has prevailed. Really? Is that true? Yes, I would love to talk to that guy. Absolutely. Would you be... Because I think I may have interviewed him. Was he also... He also did the remaster of this back in 2014, right? Yes. I would love that if you could put me in touch with him. Do you need me... Oh, God. Is your Gmail... Is your email still the same? And, like, I think I have it, don't I? He said doubtfully. Your email's still the same. Okay, let me, hold on a second, chat. So, since I'm running this on another computer right now, in case I can't find it, although I think I can, in case I can't find it, is there another way, or can you DM me on Twitch just to make sure that I have it or something similar. Would you mind? And that would be amazing. That would be so awesome if you could do that. I would love to be able to chat with this guy. Thank you. Thank you. Or the one on the website. Okay, thanks. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And like, do you want to be in on that convo? Because I feel guilty. I know you say you've been talking with him, but like, you could do like a joint interview. Like, I don't want to be like, I don't want to steal your thunder. Like, that's your contact. Although I do think I've interviewed him, if it's the same person I'm thinking about, back in 2014. But regardless, I would love to chat with that guy. Yes. On stream. So anyway, I don't want to steal your thunder is what I'm saying. And since you were kind enough to make that offer, you should post like a link to all of your stuff. And seriously, E.C. Myers, Eugene Myers, is an excellent writer, and you should 100% check out his work. And so, yeah, put a link to your work somewhere down here. So, A, are you cool? Or like, do you want to do that as like a joint thing, like a joint interview or chat, so that I'm not taking anything from you? Oh, all right. No. Then we should totally do it as a joint thing, because we can promo both our channels when we're doing that. If you want, we can even joint stream it. So like, I stream on my Twitch, you stream on, and also I stream on YouTube at the same time. You stream on your YouTube, right? You're capturing it on your end, I'm capturing on my end, so we're not losing anything there. And then we can both do a joint interview with the guy. I would love to do that. That would be great, because I would love to chat with that person. The freaking music is just on point. The writing, as Emily has been saying, is delightful as always. Like, really, really enjoyed that. Okay. Thank you. Yay, that's so exciting. Could maybe chat with him next Thursday when I was like scheduled to play this again. Oh, that's awesome. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. So yeah, so put a link, please. Thank you for doing that. That's cool. And then also please send me like, or not please send me, please put in the chat right now, like put a link to your website and stuff like that. And everyone should check out your stuff. Oh, look at this. I didn't know that was an interior map. Oh man, I knew that, but I didn't notice this. There's an interior map. Look at that. Oh, that's awesome. I didn't know that was there. So that leaves. I have an invoice. Wine. How am I going to get out, though? I scream, you stream, we all scream at the total awesomeness of that. Exactly right, Live Swing. Yay! All right, thanks. That's thanks. How long did it take you to play through this, if I may ask? Thank you, Drew. Yeah, and no lie, I've known Eugene for quite a while, but excellent writer. And you will, I guarantee you will like his stuff. Also, you will like watching him do retro streams if you like any of what I do here, even though I do a fair bit of retro streaming, actually. I just got done with Dark Sun. I've been doing a lot of the Forgotten Realms games with the sort of old gold box games. I'm going to be doing more of those. And then also, obviously, some new material. And as you know, a lot of focus on RPGs and tabletop RPGs. But Eugene actually plays stuff on original hardware as well. Like, and I do that with my Retron. I have an old Intellivision too. I think I have you beat there because I have an original Intellivision 2 that has an AV mod, and I've streamed some of that. I'm pretty sure I'm the only one on Twitch who has literally streamed on an actual Intellivision 2, not just an emulator or some such. But otherwise, yeah, very much cool stuff. 6 streams, roughly 2-3 each. It's a chunky game. That's funny. Oh man, cool. All right. So that makes sense. Yeah. So about 12 to between 12 and 18 hours or so. That's what I would have figured. Okay, cool. Oh, so cool. I'm really excited that you came in to tell me that because I love those kinds of chats for something like this. Oh, hello. Hello. What, are we here? The wax in the candles is slowly dripping down the candle holder. It's a lovely ornament, but of no use to you. Says you. Gate control room prevents enemy forces from storming the castle. Can I use it? Pull the lever back. Sounds of grinding metal resonate through the halls. The gates open behind you. Let's go. Yeah, Broseph. Okay. I really want to get into that thing. I know I can, but I don't think I have the... I don't think I have the thing for it. Nope. Okay. Okay, so going to the curio shop. Yo, bro. Don't touch the shopkeeper. Hey, yo. Takes your gold coin and says, thank you. Remember, you're getting a bargain for your trouble. Ha-ha. Intricately designed golden dagger. It's too soft to be an effective weapon, but it may cut paper and canvas. I know what to do with this. Yeah, Broseph, I know what to do with this. Hell yes. We go right. What? We go back. Wait, I save it first. Oh, that's very cool. It probably was more capable of flying than my kukri that I bought. Although that was dull, so, you know, I was told it was fine. Okay. In here. In here. I love the little touches of this. Like, the background here is so cool. Here. And then in here. And then I use the gold dagger on this. Flour spills like an avalanche onto the floor as you slice through the sack. Now I have an empty sack. I don't know what the point of that was, but at least I have an empty sack. Thick burlap sacks like this to hold magical relics during your exploits. The dangerous relics, that is. Oh, okay. So now I leave here. I go out of here. All the way out. Alright, and then I go to the guy with the invoice. Alright, and I use... Where are we? You hand the invoice to the barkeeper, curious about what kind of glorious bottle will hold wine fit for a king. Here you go, he says, handing you a most unremarkable and basic-looking wine bottle. He leans closer and whispers, I don't know how you got to be wetching the king's wine, but good job getting in the castle. Rescue our king, he finishes. Yeah, the king's wine. You're not an expert, but this bottle of wine has been aged for 100 years and is fit for a king among kings. That's good because I'm saving it. Has that super tall statue on it. Oh, yeah. Yeah, exactly. What about that barmaid? So I think I played, I believe I played a little bit of Uninvited. I did not play Deja Vu. I really loved Shadowgate because of the fantasy theme. Like, that was my jam, right? Uninvited, I've heard good things about both that and Deja Vu, but I think I knew about them or something, but never actually played them, I believe is what it was. So, okay, go this way. And then... Yeah, that was worth trying. Alright. And then move forward like this. Move forward like this. Move here. I go to this... Nope, it's the wrong way. I go up here. All the way up here. Then I go left. Alright, fellow. You wanted the king's wine. The guard looks at the wine and speaks. The prince be not here, but you can leave it inside. Be quick about it and close the door on your way out. I'm taking me leave. Hey, all right. Pull the metal ring and open the door. Let's go. It's the prince's place. All right, what we got? What we got? A great black dragon soars over a red background in this richly woven tapestry. You notice it's swaying gently. All right, well, one step at a time. You pull the drawer open. A single item looks unusual among the expensive pieces of jewelry. You reach in the drawer and grasp the wrapped item. Suddenly it begins shrieking. You've earned the ire of a Mandagora. In a few moments its screams will drive the soul from your body. You must dispose of it quickly. Wanting nothing to do with the creature, you throw it straight into the fireplace. Ooh. The mandragora howls as flames crawl over its body. Embers from its flailing limbs ignite the wall tapestry, which burns as quickly as the vile mandragora. In moments, the tapestry is no more, and a magnificent suit of armor is revealed. The luck I have, you say gratefully. Death by mandragora is no way to go. These monsters wanted the prince to suffer, you say, as your resolve renews. There are no more monstrosities in the nightstand drawer, thank goodness. Fabric is worn beautifully into a scene. You have a banner that looks like that over the back of our toilet. Yeah, exactly. You have no idea. All of a sudden, you got just like a suit of armor. Like, fabric is woven beautifully into a scene depicting the sun setting over a battlefield. Okay. Majestic set of armor stands against the wall. You notice the helmet and gauntlets are loose as if they were recently moved. An inscription in the armor reads, Torlin Gwynthal. Spell does not work here. You sure? Open. Take. What? Hit? So he used it. Self. Can I speak to it? Yes, when I was trying to figure out, like, I was trying to download the right graphic to accompany this, and there was, like, 4 of the graphics there or something, and one of the ones I noticed was that VR one. I'm not a big VR guy, honestly. I don't particularly love VR stuff, but it does seem kind of cool if that's actually, like, you're wandering through the castle or something. It's kind of neat. Look. Fine. I wonder, by the way, can I take this? Is there like a journal? If anyone's going to believe us, we'll need evidence of the traitor's wrongdoing. We need to search the castle. I already got that. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I'm using keyboard. I'm using keyboard and mouse. I am not using a controller. So what would be the equivalent of that? Like, what is... I got a lantern in here, and I saved the prince from the mandragora. Well, tab is that. Right, and then the space is this map over here, which is hard to see because it's currently below my chat because I didn't realize that that's where it is. Probably not worth changing my chat for that because I don't have that open that much. Although now that I think of it. Lovely. Awesome. Okay, great. So yeah, use... Can I open it? Okay. Bread and cheese. I don't know. Can I use this? How about... No. You just wrote stuff in an actual paper journal? Okay. Alright, so I think I got... I mean, I got the lantern. I imagine there's going to be moments where I'm going to have to use that lantern. Oops, wrong thing. Right, and I can't go in there because that door is locked. And that goes like here and here. That's that floor. Right. And then... Can I... Okay, so that door's locked. You did get lost in this? So, yeah, so far, to be honest, so far, like, that was the only time I got slightly stuck for a minute or two was figuring out where to go when you get out of the cave and you've got, like, the guards that insta-kill you in the one direction and then the back door to the castle was not opening because of this thing and it would just hit spikes. And then I pulled open the map and I was like, aha, and then I picked the right ones and that was that. Otherwise, it's been pretty good. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, old school, that was obviously the way. This is the way. Right. That's got 3 options. And that's the curio thing. And that brings me in there and to the card table. Thank you, little Fenling. You're always welcome in my shop. All right. That's a fine wood weapon for a Fenling. The woodstock's lightweight, but don't be fooled. She packs a punch. It's yours for 1 sapphire, clerk says with a grin. He leans forward and says, "This warhammer's of dwarven craftsmanship. Note the shape of the weapon's head." He gives it a quick once-over. "It's specifically designed for bludgeoning the thick skulls of goblins," he concludes. Well, one thing I know for sure is that that rock that's outside the castle looks like it wants to be cracked open. For sure. Oh, nice. That's cool. "This light cavalry shield is the quest of the advanced scouting force of the Westland Army. Founded in the forest. The carcass of the soldier looked to be eaten by wolves," the clerk says with a look of distaste. "The head of this weapon's elegantly shaped, but in the hands of an expert, it's most deadly," he says bluntly. "This is strictly a practical model with an iron blade and hardwood haft. It's used for the occasional castle storming, or head lopping," the clerk says with a dreamy smile upon his face. "It's the noblest of weapons. Knights of Cal Torlin are inseparable from their sanctified swords." The clerk stares off into space and recounts the history of the blade. "'Twas handed down through the line of Douglas. Aye, the armies of the Warlock Lord rued the day they crossed his honored family. That clan stood fearsomely to the last to defend against the invasion." He finishes his story with a hastily wiped tear. You point to the quiver. "That holds bolt, standard ammunition for a crossbow. 20 silver coins." Crest features a diving hawk over a field of red. And that's family crest, so don't get over. Okay. Alright. Yeah. I'd agree with that. I mean, I would say that, I still take, notes at meetings and in panel presentations and things like that. I still do classic, old school paper notes. I will say journaling, I tend to fall very flat with journaling. Like basically most of my life, I've just been like I'd rather just be actually writing something that other people are going to read, or like, quick notes in a phone or something like that. And obviously back in the day, I had all kinds of graph paper and stuff like that for games, which I became much less enamored with when I realized that you could do things like auto mapping and Ultima Underworld and stuff like that. So I can read my own writing. My writing's okay. My handwriting's okay. It's not great, but it's okay. Because what I do is I write mostly in print. I have to do print comments because students of mine will hand in paper copies of essays, for example, and I will then make comments in the margins and so on. Although I will say that sometimes I have to read in fact, I've been doing that this last week, grading final exams, and let me tell you, some of that handwriting, interesting experience, he said. Okay. You greet the blacksmith. He smiles widely and replies, hello, Fenling. Is there something I can do for you? Sure. The sword looks new, heavy, and sharp. You'd not want to be on the receiving end of the blade. Round shield looks constructed of pine and iron. Craftsmanship is impressive. Its heavy anvil is used to shape hot metal. Countless marks in its face suggest it has seen much use. This stone forge houses an extremely hot fire the blacksmith used to work his craft. The intense heat causes a sheen of sweat to break out on your forehead. This liquid-filled barrel is used to quench hot metal, rather. Alright, that's... So... don't totally know where I'm going next. I mean... because we're going to be playing this for about another 20... How long? About 20 minutes to a half hour, 20 to 30 minutes. I keep feeling like there's something to use with this, but I don't know what, though. Excuse me. I'm going to save this, and I'm going to see if I can show the evidence on the monk. You show the monk the evidence. He reads it and quickly hands it back to you. He says, the situation's most dire. Get this to the prince. I pray the one will aid you in your quest. I'd love to do that. Where is the prince exactly? I was hoping the prince would be, like, here-ish. This is where the prince was. See, and here's the thing with this. I still think there's something going on with the armor. Hot metal. Yeah, I love the music. I've been loving the music in this game. And I mean, I love the music in the original, too. I don't understand why I can't do anything with this. Yeah, there's no obvious door here. But, like, why would they show me the knight if I can't do anything with it? I've tried casting the spell on it. That doesn't do anything. Look at this. Okay. Would you like some cheese, suit of armor? No. Okay. I apologize. Pow. Okay. Didn't do anything. I did look at the thing over the bed. Can I... Oh, wait. Can I open... Can I take it? Can I hit it? Can I use it? Can I use the lantern? Can I use this spell on the thing? I use the spell on everything in here, but not that. So can I do this? No. Have some cheese, armor. Can I speak to this? Fabric is worn beautifully into a scene depicting the sun setting over a battlefield. Right. Can I use this super reflective tray? No. Can I use the lantern? Man, did I? Really? Oh, wait a second. Looked across the battlefield. Yes, the barbarians had been defeated, but at a high price. Glimmer of a tear, the prince turned his head toward the setting sun and raised his right arm. Right, so I turn the armor and raise his right arm. How do I do that, though? See, I thought it was something like that. You know that picture of the you know the picture of the kid, right? Who did yes. I didn't click the right pixel. Thank you. Because I already knew that and I was like, let me try this and it's like, nope. God damn it. Thank you. Hilarious. All right, what do we got here? It is a painting of a lovely woman with flowing brown hair and a piercing gaze. The queen, maybe? You see an unusual bump on the bottom of the canvas. What? Yes, it will. You're curious about the bump in the painting. Gripping the sides, you lift the painting off of the wall. You hear something sliding inside the painting as you take it on the ground, or put it on the ground. So if I use... Sorry to slash up your painting, but... What? E. Parker. My goodness. Parker, happy holidays. How are you? I have not seen you in years. How you been, man? Long time viewer. I've actually met Parker in person, in fact, but it's been a long time. Good to see you, man. How you doing? That would be great. Yeah. Exactly. Let me see. Portrait of the late Queen Mother. You get the impression from the painting she was a warm and giving person. Faint whispering sound coming from behind the painting. Take the painting from the wall, revealing a small hole stepping on the chair. Oh, you place your eye against the hole. Belazar stands quietly in the middle of the room. He slowly raises his arms and begins to chant. Before your very eyes, Belazar transforms into a hideous lizard-like creature. You're recovering from shoulder surgery. Oh, man. That sucks. Yeah, it's been a long time. A long, long time. I'm sorry to hear that, man. Is it, like... Is it surgery that when you have recovered will be of a big benefit to you? Your partner knows me. Who is also a right... Really? And do I know... I mean, I assume I know this person? I know this partner? I'm guessing? Yes? Theoretically? We have met. Interesting. But I didn't know that you two were partners? Then? That's cool, though. But I'm sorry about the shoulder surgery. I'm sorry to hear about that. Oh man, hideous lizard-like creature. You feel cool air pouring in from the room beyond. The mirror ripples as a shape begins to form. The lizard man. You met her after you knew and worked for me. Yep. Wow, that's really cool though. Oh man, back in the day. It has been a minute, man. Deja Vu 2 for the Game Boy Color. I didn't even know there was a Deja Vu 2. I knew about the first one, but that's really cool, Parker. I'm really glad. I mean, I am, again, like, as I say, I hope that shoulder surgery is going to be good stuff. We'll pass along, I mean, since I don't know exactly who it is, and I don't want you to, reveal things, but definitely if you / your partner reaches out, she reaches out to me, or I know her, I'm sure that I do but I don't know specifically without knowing more about it. So, but that's cool, man. I'm really glad you stopped by, because I was thinking about you actually a couple of months ago, because I had been at Gen Con obviously in August, and was thinking a little bit about stuff related to that back in the day. Oh man. Let's see. Master, there have been setbacks, but all is ass. All is ass. All is ass. Planned. The druid has left your tomb unguarded. Yes, Master. He is here in this castle's tower. No, the pawns are of no further use. I leave now. There is much ground to cover through Torlin Forest, across the Barren, and over Gatekeeper Mountain. I will retrieve your staff before the autumnal equinox and usher you back into the world. You gasp and pull your head back from the wall. The equinox is tomorrow. You have to follow him. The king, you whisper. I've got to find the royal seal and convince the prince to search the dungeon below. Your whisk companion chimes in. After we rescue King Aronde, we have to follow that fiend into the Torlin Forest. Yes, I know. First, we have to freaking rip up the freaking dagger. No, it is not useless. You lie. Turn the painting over to look at the back. Ah ha ha! Yes, can confirm. So Parker has done amazing audio editing work for me in the past, and has done like awesome stuff for us in the past. Actually, you know what, Parker? So I have the amazing and awesome Triffid, who is currently doing some podcast editing for me. However, are you on the Discord, Parker? Have we talked about this before? I don't remember if you were on my Discord or not. Okay. So if you type in ! ARFCord and then click that link and join up, that might be useful. I don't have anything yet myself, but there are possible opportunities down the line, and also other people. I can highly recommend Parker for a lot of things, audio editing and otherwise, but like specifically, Parker did a lot of awesome audio work for me, and like Parker's a good dude, and also a bass player, by the way. Yeah, so would be useful to chat more. Thank you, Shadow. Would be useful to chat more about that stuff, like maybe via the Discord, and at least to be able to have you on there so we can contact. And also, and then, it'd just be good to have you there and in contact. It's really cool that you came back, man. I'm glad to see you. I have not seen you, as I said, for a long time. So that is, it's good. It's good that you're back. And again, I'm so sorry about the shoulder surgery, and I hope that's going to lead to a good thing in the end. Yep, you were pre-Discord. I know. Well, since I've been doing this, since I have been literally streaming now for over 12 years, I started streaming April 12 of 2012. And so we're now talking about, what are we at? May, June, July, September, October, November. So we're like 12 years, 8 months, something like that. So, yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure, man. Of course, I can totally get that. To be able to do that and to be able to move into more of like a, you know, like, I don't know, freelance creative capacity would be awesome. But some of the old guard do still hang around. I do still see Optic Nerve Productions, who I'm pretty sure you know of around here. Fury Fire, who you actually met face-to-face. Hillness. So there's still some of the old guard that are still hanging around with all of us. And yeah, you probably you may remember Parker, and Parker, you might remember Shadowed, because I think we were still in contact. We were still in contact, Parker, at you know, in 2014 for sure. So yeah. No, I know it. Believe me, I am fully aware. And did great work the whole time. What do I want to use this on? That's a good question. On this? You drag the dagger across the back of the painting. Your destructive crusade against art reveals a key. All right? You take the key. Solid wooden door is blocking your path. It is locked and far too strong to break through. But what if I use the king's key? Yes, indeed. It's what I thought. It opened already. As you enter the room, an updraft of wind playfully tussles your hair. There must be stairs in front of you. You can see nothing except for a glint of metal above your head. I need light, you think to yourself. Well, fortunately... Yeah, getting on your tiptoes, you hang the lantern on the hook. Now that the stairs are lit, you feel comfortable proceeding. Ooh. You got me a Peabody nomination. Wait a minute. Have I utterly blanked on that? Like, why did I know about this? You know how much I love the editing work that you did. You know that for a fact. But I don't really. Do I remember that and I've just utterly blanked? Which would be, you know, unfortunate on my part. In which case, I apologize profusely. Why do... Now, he said... Looking. I do not know. I remember this now. I don't know why I've forgotten about. Yes. That's what it was. Because that, see, right, because we also were looking at Hugo stuff back in the day. But it was like very, very early kind of like, I think it was even pre-Best Fan Cast, to be honest. So, yeah, man. So anyway, the point being, I give E. Parker my highest recommendation, and yes, and we worked together for a long time. That is not the case, actually, because I am playing the GOG version, E.C. Myers. In fact, this came from GOG directly, and I am grateful for that. So this is on GOG and on Steam. It is on both. It is on Steam and GOG. And I recommend GOG only because, you know, I obviously have Steam too, and that's fine. But if you can do GOG, it's sometimes cheaper. It's always DRM free. You can even use my affiliate link, and I get a couple bucks, and it doesn't cost you anything extra. But they were kind enough to gift me this. That's how I know. So. Yeah, it might be on sale. Actually, you know what? Sorry for all the beeping. Have you been doing any other like current editing work besides the corporate stuff, Parker? Are you still doing Yeah, I logged some stuff on my Steam Deck using GOG as well, but I recognize it's not as easy. But I use Heroic Game Launcher, I believe it is, to get over to GOG. And the affiliate link, if you look below my window, if you're watching on desktop, below the window live suing, there's a GOG link somewhere. And if it's basically everything, there's a question mark and then a whole bunch of like random gobbledygook. And so, yeah. Okay, let's see. I want to check something quickly. Hang on. Yes, this is also on sale on GOG. It is normally $17.99 as the standard edition, although I am playing the special edition, which has the strategy guide, a comic, an NES comic, a Raven comic, a Prelude comic, a digital map, and the soundtrack. But both of them, the regular thing is normally $19.98. No, the normal thing is usually $24.98. It's 20% off, and it's $19.98 right now. And the standard edition, which is just the game basically, is normally $17.99 and is currently $14.39. So it is on sale at the moment on GOG. So, and again, I have nothing against Steam. Also have plenty of Steam games, but GOG is kind of my sister channel, so I feel, obligated to send people its way. Okay, let me see. Almost done tonight, so I want to make sure I figured this out. You gaze into the elaborately detailed mirror. An unusual shimmer distorts the reflection of your face. This antechamber is a quiet place for a ruler to relax. Can I use the silver tray? The item is useless here. During the pandemic, you worked way too much, like into a stress-induced heart attack. Oh my god, dude. It did wonders for my guitar collection. If you have 23, that is a lot of guitars. I do not want you into any kind of stress-induced anything, but I hope that the 23 guitars... Oh my god. Is there one of them that is this is my favorite of the 23 guitars? That's a lot of guitars, yo. Can I use this? You chant the magic words. Yes, Targ Winthal. The face of the mirror begins to shimmer and melt away, revealing a hidden compartment beyond. Golden object is hidden within the altar. This must be the royal seal King Aronde spoke of. Yeah, you take the royal seal. The royal seal of Gwynethel, just like Aronde said. This will prove that the king is alive. This thing isn't so great, you mumble as you look it over, trying to see what the fuss is all about. You failed to take it. What's back there? The face of the mirror gone and the compartment empty, you see a small button at the bottom of the altar. Okay. You press the button and hear a satisfying click from the door to your left. I see. Right, we're going to save this because that worked. My favorites before that are still my favorites, but I do now have a nice Gibson ES335 and various Teddy Lee-like basses. Very nice, very nice. You technically have two guitars. I have got, let me see, I have two guitars. One acoustic that belonged to my mother, and then I have one Ovation that I have used in shows before. For like my extensive guitar playing that involves like 4 chords, which is pretty much what I know. All right, let's see. We're going to move this way. As you enter the throne room, your wisp friend appears to give you advice. You stand before royalty, Del. Act quickly and mind your obnoxious tongue, for you must prove the king lives. Should you dally or misstep, it will be certain death. You can evade traps and monsters, but can you lead men? Do not approach unless you carry ample evidence of the traitor who incarcerated his king within the dungeon below. Finally, something interesting to watch. Yo, I got you. A look of surprise appears on the face of the man sitting upon the throne. He resembles the king who was imprisoned in the dungeon. This must be Prince Elrith. His eyes lock onto yours as he inspects you cautiously. He speaks firmly. What is the meaning of this intrusion? Yeah, Geddy Lee. I was going to say, I wasn't familiar with Teddy Lee. And I will choose Free Bear. My wife has 2 guitars, my son has 1. I also have a couple of trumpets, of course, which was my instrument of choice along with being a vocalist. I'll tell you exactly what it is. Sensing the prince's impatience, you quickly produce the royal seal. The prince gasps at the sight of the relic. By the One, he shouts. How did you come to hold the seal? Only my brother knew where this was hidden. The king must live. Explain yourself. What is the meaning of this? He finishes, staring at you with no thought of hiding his anticipation. You know you have but a moment to make a compelling argument. Words alone will not help you to convince the prince. Fortunately, I have the evidence. In a rare show of humility, you bow your head and hand the trade minister's book to the expectant prince. He thumbs through the book quickly, his eyes growing wider with each turning page. His face is painted with righteous fury. The prince shouts, Guards! Seize Oven at once and take him alive. I want him at my feet now. His face calms and he smiles gently at you. Come, Fenling. You spoke with my brother? Please bring me to him. Okay, King is in the dungeon. Surely the prince has no need for a tour of his antechamber. All right. Listen. No. Oh, God damn it. This way. And then down. Yep, this is right. Whoops. Whoa! The Minotaur you knocked out during escape leaps in front of you, blocking the path. He clearly remembers you and has an axe to grind. The monster raises his weapon and prepares to bury the head in your head. Foul beast, shouts the prince as members of the royal guard fire arrows into the Minotaur's chest. Yeah, suck it, Minotaur. That beast was surely part of the conspiracy to imprison the king. I trust you're all right, Master Fenling. Now to the king. I got him. I got your king. I will choose free teddy bears. Hey, listen. Those are some classics. Fenling and Elrith, blessed be the One, the king shouts. He looks at you. My friend, who locked me in the cell? You quickly explain the facts. Ovid and Veldar? Scoundrels. Release me, brother. There's much to do, the king exclaims. With that, the toll of your effort overwhelms you. You become faint as your vision dims and you collapse to the floor. Achievement unlocked. A rescue down under. Freed the king. You blink your eyes and try to focus on your surroundings, recovering your wits enough to recognize the throne room. The rescued king sits upon his throne with his brother at his right hand. The king smiles at you. My friend, you have succeeded beyond my wildest hopes. Take this reward for thy courage and ingenuity. This is the key to the royal treasury. There's an item set aside just for you, a small pouch of riches. Hell yeah! Do not take this gift lightly. We are trusting you to only take your reward. I shall also bestow upon thee the title of King's Squire. You mumble a thank you, unsure whether this title will require any work from you. The king sees your discomfort and laughs. Fear not, 'tis but an honorary title. Now I must speak with Lord Jair to quell all talk of war. Jair's army is withdrawn from the forest and will not return. King Aronde motions a servant to show you out, while Prince Elrith says he will personally conduct the search for conspirators. Alright, well I'm going to go to the treasury then. There we go. Let me save it. Alright, use this. Twist the key in the lock, giddy with excitement about the treasures behind this door. You lean heavily into the steel door, using all of your weight to push it open. Whoa. Let me see. We have a sword, jewels, a chalice, standard fare for a treasury, you say to the empty room. It dawns on you that the room is much larger than the pile of gold. Gwynethel must have fallen on hard times. You look at the crown jewels of Gwynethel and wonder how they would fit on your head, but decide against trying them on. These remind you of relics from a bygone era when only the most ultimate of wizards would brave dungeons for treasure. Ah, the golden age of fantastic adventures, you say wistfully. Alright. It's a small pouch made of a rich purple fabric and bearing the royal insignia. This pouch is your well-deserved reward for saving the king. Best to take it and not disturb the treasures you didn't earn. Interesting that they give me that option. You snatch up your reward, eager to see what's inside, or what's inside the fancy pouch. You open up the fancy pouch and remove the contents. You got an emerald, and a sapphire, and the most perfect pearl you've ever seen. Oh, giving the pouch one last shake, you're happy with your haul. You discard the empty pouch. Someone offered me a sapphire. You cannot open that. Oh, man. Somebody in the smithy or something said that it was something they were offering me for a sapphire. Right. Yeah, I know. Because maybe they're testing to see, I don't know. Right. Right. Ooh, the temple's open now. I'll have to remember that. Sapphire. Thanks. Don't point it at your eye or yourself for that matter, the clerk says in a stern voice. Yeah, I got an expo. I need silver, right? Okay, an emerald and a pearl. The preferred weapon of the Durian cavalry. Picture a company of horsemen whirling these above their heads. Absolutely, Parker, and please do, if you haven't already, stop by the Discord as well, so we'll try to do that. And, continue to rest your shoulder, left shoulder, right shoulder, and happy holidays and all that good stuff, and that's good to know. That's another reason I want you to be in the Discord, because that way when people ask, I can point them in your direction as well who are on the Discord. So thank you for stopping by again, man. Good to see you, and yes, be well. I'm glad you stopped by. Okay. What a terrifying sight to behold. All right. All right, what about this? I know about that. I wonder if, no, so I wonder if the curio guy has anything for me. One of these may have been for an emerald or a pearl. Maybe not. I thought... Save this just in case. Welcome back, Live Stewing. Yeah, I'm going to be stopping here in about 10 minutes, but... The emerald isn't any of value to you, really? look. Okay, I could use some things to load the crossbow with. Alright, let's see. I gotta go in the temple. Remind me to go into the temple here in just a minute. Good luck, my fenling friend. Okay. I'm gonna end up using something with that. As you enter the temple, you see a man standing alone, offering a prayer in silence. He meets your gaze, and his presence immediately strikes you. This man is the legendary Lord Jer. Years of untold adventure line his face, yet he exudes vigor. He speaks slowly, his deep voice commanding respect. You must be our hero. Your actions prevented a battle, and for that I am grateful. Thank you, he says with a bow. You blush, mumbling a quiet, "'Twas nothing," for despite all your arrogance, you recognize a true legend bowed to you. Lord Jer speaks to you. There is unrest across the lands. I've heard people speak of me in places I have not been. Though he wears my armor and bears my resemblance, it is not I. If you find him, please let me know, my small friend. Okay, I will do. Statue is cut from marble and represents the traditional form of the One. A thick book bound in soft blue leather rests below the altar. It feels wrong to borrow it. It is closed. Okay. You gently open the book to the center, noticing the luxurious paper and fine penmanship. You begin reading a record from the Book of Miracles attributed to the One. A foul enchantment cast fog upon her land and twisted roads, shrouding it from view, halting trade and starving her people. The queen offered a rod and gold to the statue, placed her glasses upon the altar, and spoke a prayer for piercing vision. The One answered. Magic flowed into her lenses. With them she saw through the fog and led caravans back to her people. Let's see. Okay, so the last thing I want to do here then for tonight is I want to save this and I want to move this way. I want to go back to the soldier area. Whoops. Okay, I didn't mean to throw myself into the well. That isn't... I didn't mean to do that. Whoops! Okay, I go in here. Go through here. Go here. Go here. Go here. Go back here. Go here. Since you rescued King Arande, High Lord Jair has withdrawn his army from Gwynethel. The path to Torlin Forest is now open. Tread carefully. Yeah, the encampment. These barracks tents are all that remain of the force that threatened to raze Gwynethel to the ground. A tragedy I single-handedly averted, you mumbled to yourself with a smile. This was the camp of Lord Jair's army as he prepared a siege on Gwynethel. Do I still have my flint? I guess I don't. So this is the Torlin Forest, you say to yourself, staring at the dark canopy of leaves high above your head. You've heard horrible tales about this forest, and looking at the foreboding trees, you worry the tales may be true. I shouldn't be doing this, you say as you consider the perils of following Belazar. This is insane. I need King Arande. The wisp responds, There is no time, Del, and Belazar will easily detect and eradicate a troop of soldiers. But not you. You can return to the fens and await your demise, or you can continue. I will watch all the same. The wisp finishes. You sigh as anxiety grips your heart. Fine, Wisp. Do I have a chance, you ask? We'll see, it responds. Alright, I'm going to save. Ooh, can I? Like, lets me fast travel, I bet. 26%. Alright, I've saved it. That, folks, was a very good opening, I would say. I'll check these achievements. No cell can hold me. Escape the dungeon. Castle Crasher. Entered Castle Gwynethel. 3. A rescue down under. Freed the king. Lucky streak. Win the card game. Hey, listen. The wisp has joined you. Deep waters. Drowned in water. What's your point? Impaled by spikes. Gravity always wins. Fell to your death. Very, very cool. Yay. All right, cool. Thanks, Parker. Thank you, thank you. And thank you, E.C. Myers. I appreciate that. And, I mean, I'm not going to rate this right now. And thank you, Emily. Yes, I'm glad. I'm glad people enjoyed it. I had, as I say, I had only watched like about 5 minutes of it being played, and I was immediately like, I want to try this. And again, after I do this, I want to try the second Dark Sun game, and if that doesn't work or I don't like it, then I want to jump up to probably the Dragonlance Forgotten Realms games and play through 1 or 2 of those. And then I have plenty of other games down the list that I'm going to be trying, of course, for sure. But I really felt like getting this as kind of a palate cleanser between the more janky sort of hardcore RPG, and I really thoroughly enjoyed this. That was cool. Sounds good, EC. E. Parker. Looking forward to it, man. Yeah, that was cool. 2 hours and 38 minutes. It's funny. It felt both longer and less long than that, if that makes any sense. Like it felt very cool. I really like that. And then we have the extras, including the soundtrack. Oh man. Let me take a look here at the, what's the comic look like? Can I download? Oh, shoot. Whoopsie. Oh no, I didn't quite mean to. Okay, it was a mistake. I may have accidentally downloaded everything. I didn't quite mean to do. Yes. I was like, it's not working. It's not doing anything. And then I saw what happened. To which are like, see your guys on the path. Very nice. And then there we go. All right. Let's see. So Beyond Shadowgate extras. All right. I want to put that somewhere. Sovereign Syndicate. I can put here. Yes, replace that file. All right. So let's move that to here. Okay. So let me see. I should be able to extract files. Extract here. There we go. Okay, let's take a look at some of these. So I'll just use that for now. I don't care. Ooh, Beyond Shadowgate, a prequel story. Okay. The capital city of Gwynethel, the ruby of Treyhelm. What's all the fuss about? I mean, yes, it's a ruby, but it's more of a trinket for a beggar, if you ask me. Certainly not worthy of being chased by 24 well-armed mercenaries. Still, I wonder, will my friends Ariadne and Bathius be proud or disappointed in me? What other Fenling could get hired by a shadowy figure to infiltrate the personal guard of the corrupt Duchess of Treyhelm and steal what really wasn't hers anyway? Proud. Quite proud. And who else but Del Thornborough would look upon the gemstone and decide to keep the ruby for himself? Okay, disappointed. All right, sounds good. Safe flight. I didn't work on this stuff. Oh! Chris Agram, are you the writer of this? What did I miss? Are you the writer of Beyond Shadowgate? Is this correct? Are you from Zojoy? We just finished like the premiere. It's nice to meet you too. It's nice to meet you too, Chris. I don't remember if I might have interviewed you if you were with Zojoy back in 2014 when the Shadowgate remaster was done. I don't know if you remember, but I probably interviewed. I know I interviewed the people who did that at the time. And if so, it's nice to see you again. And if not, then it's nice to meet you for the first time. But we literally just finished Beyond. We did just finish. We just did the premiere episode of a couple hours worth, 2.5 hours worth. So we just got out of the city and we just entered the forest, and I've thoroughly enjoyed it. I love the original Shadowgate. I played the original Shadowgate on the NES back in the 80s. And I love that. And yeah, I was talking to E.C. Myers about maybe if you're up for this, it would be lovely to have to be able to chat with you on stream. I mean, in a Zoom capacity. You were in med school at the time. Okay. I am very much enjoying that. So I would love to be able to, I don't know if you're interested in this, but I would love to be able to speak to you about this. And we were thinking, since Eugene has also played this on his YouTube channel, we were thinking, I don't know if you'd be interested maybe in doing kind of a joint chat where you're chatting with Eugene, he's streaming on his YouTube, you're chatting with me on my Twitch channel, and then we obviously promo it, because I'd love for more people to see the game as well. It'd be your pleasure. Yay, that's awesome. Yeah, I really enjoyed this a lot so far, and all of this, I mean, I was actually just like going through the comics to see some of this stuff. I'm not going to read the whole thing now, but and I got the version from GOG because that's my sister channel that I stream on. So we have the digital map. We just came out of Gwynethel, and we're in the Forest of Torlin right here. So very cool. There's a strategy guide. There's an NES comic. Shadowgate Classic. Look at this cool stuff. And a Raven comic. That's super cool. And of course, the official soundtrack, which is the most important thing. That's super cool. Awesome. So yes, so I did just do that. So that would be great. Is there like a place that I can contact you? Like an email address or something like that I could drop you and E.C. Myers here a line, and we could try to arrange a mutually good date. I'm going to be playing this again next Thursday evening, for example, but I know that's also Christmas week, and that might be not great for people. But that, or maybe in a couple weeks or whatever. Like I would be happy to. But I'd love to chat more about it and to sort of pick your brain about how you did it and talk a little bit about the writing. I'm an author myself. Besides being a streamer, I am an author of speculative fiction and also a college professor, but I also do tons of game stuff. So I've been a dungeon master for well over 30 years. I have a couple of game supplements that I've written. I have a tabletop role-playing game coming out based on my award-winning, I can say, Grey Assassin trilogy, which Emily, who you're speaking to in chat, is was the editor for that work. She's the editor at Athos Arts, which is an award-winning press. So so I published that, and I have a tabletop role-playing game coming out from them. So anyway, my point is, this is my jam. I love tabletop games, I love RPGs, and I love this kind of adventure stuff. And obviously, I love the music, and it's both nostalgia and also cool new stuff that I like as well. So this is right up my alley. And so, yeah, I dig it. I very much dig it. Okay, great. So E.C. Myers is going to connect everybody. Awesome. I'm super excited. And this is really great stuff. I guess one question I'll ask you just up front, though, because we're going to be closing down shop here in a minute. But one question I do want to ask is just, how has your experience been watching? Have you had a lot of people that have streamed it? Have you had... Oh, very nice, very nice. Have you had a lot of people that have streamed it, or some, and you would love it if like 1,000 more did? Like, how have you felt about the reception of the game, I guess is my question, because I feel like games like this I think there's still a pretty significant market out there for it, if people know about what's out there, basically. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. And also sleep well, Parker. I'm now that you're in the Discord, we'll be able to also be stay in contact that way. So you got zero media attention. See, that's odd because you would think it wasn't just Shadowgate. I mean, Shadowgate was the big thing for me, but obviously we were talking about this before you came on. There was Deja Vu, there was Uninvited. There's Deja Vu too. There were other games, so it wasn't just this. So I wonder why there was none at the time. Like, I mean, okay, so I understand that maybe it's not going to hit the same way as like people who like Baldur's Gate or things like that, I guess. But I mean, Shadowgate was not a small game back in the day. You need many more people to play it. Okay. Well, I mean, listen, I have interviewed on this channel, I have interviewed people, I've interviewed the devs from Legend of Grimrock, Almost Human. I have interviewed Stoic Studio about the Banner Saga. I have interviewed a whole host of people who've done small indie stuff to sort of larger stuff. I had the chance to interview Rob Sawyer. I had the chance to interview George Zeitz from Mask of the Betrayer fame, and the guys who did Dragonspear, the Dragonspear, Ghost of Dragonspear Castle, that whole business, Siege of Dragonspear, and all that stuff. I had the chance to interview a few other folks from Larian, so I've had a chance to interview a lot of those folks. Now that doesn't mean I'm not going to argue that I'm like, I have a crew of 10,000 every day, but we did have a number of people that we spoke to back in the day, and up to the modern times, up to the current day where I've had a chance to interview some folks. So, I would love to be able to speak with you, and whatever we can do to bring more attention to it, the better, because, so far I'm very impressed with what I've seen. And so, yeah. Well, I mean, and it's exactly right. People feeling like there's an impact to the game. I mean, this is what I would say and I obviously have only experienced the first part of it, right, so far with, the castle and then the city and just getting to the forest. But I have played remakes of games that don't feel anything like the original. And although I understand the value of going in a different direction, like kind of taking the name and slapping I shouldn't say new coat of paint because it makes it sound like the old ones there, but like doing work where it's like, okay, I'm going to do this. And then, hey, it's just like what you remember, and it's not, is sort of a letdown. My experience of this so far has been that you've definitely made some quality of life improvements. I love the fact that you can press spacebar. I didn't realize that till about a half hour left and the map shows up on the right. That's awesome. But it both feels like Shadowgate, and at the same time, it also feels new, right? In that it feels very much like I'm playing a separate story, but it has that same essence of what the original was. And I think the best games that are sort of picking up on the old models do that. When I played Shovel Knight, right? Shovel Knight had the feel of the older style platformers, or, Undertale, which obviously if anyone played the old style Earthbound, that was the inspiration for Undertale, but it felt like it was in that ballpark. And so I have to say, having only played the first part of it, that the writing is, as Emily said, charming, engaging, fun, and it feels like you've written a new story while still having it sort of within the universe. Like you got what made people like Shadowgate. And so that's really cool for what that's worth. So yeah. So it's good stuff. Hey, what's up, Echo? Yes, all right. So, Chris, we will definitely be in touch. EC Myers is gonna connect us, and then we'll definitely do that. And I'm excited for that chat because, I love to not just play these games, but I love it when I can get a look into the mind of the people who brought us what's there. Spoiler, the writers. No, I mean, yes, the devs are great. The graphic people are great. The mechanics people are great, but the authors, the writers are no, I'm just joking. But no, the writers are obviously things that I have a particular interest in. So, and stuff about, obviously I'm interested in all of it, but I'm very excited to talk to you about that. So, so that's cool. Yeah, and even the deaths were fun, you know. Beyond Shadowgate was great. Echo Chris that we're talking to in chat just now is it turns out is the writer for Beyond Shadowgate. So E.C. Myers in chat and myself and Chris are going to have a conversation on stream soon. TM, he said, soon within the next couple weeks, hopefully, we're going to be chatting about how the game came together and the development process and the writing of it and the whole bit. So we're going to be doing that. So I love it so far. I think it's great. Really, really enjoyable. A lot of fun. I've only had one sort of pixel hunt thing where I was just kind of like, are you kidding me? With the suit of armor. I attract all the writers and everything. You wrote, designed, and produced it. So wait a minute. Is that true? This is a one-man show? Are you serious? Is this a one-person thing? Is that for real? I don't think I knew that. This was all you? Seriously? This was all you? Well, no. No, it was one of those things where I was like, it was like the thing where I'm like looking at the suit of armor. I'm like, okay, it's obviously this. And then it was E.C. Myers in chat who was like, well, you know, you saw the thing about the banner, right? I'm like, yeah, I read the book. You clicked the thing and I went over and I clicked the arm and the arm goes like this. And I'm like, you know, when pixels collide. So there's 4 guys plus the artists, musicians, and programmers. Okay. Still. Almost Human, you know, was basically a studio of 4 guys. I interviewed the guys who did Valiant Hearts, which was a game about World War I, which I adored. And that was Ubisoft Montpellier, but Ubisoft Montpellier was basically 4 guys. Essentially. So and I've also the guys, Fatbot Games is also a small studio. They have a new game coming out that they reached out to me about that they're excited to promo. So I'll be talking about that. But anyway, small studios can do great work. Like I am the lead writer on a game called Chosen Heart, which is an extraordinarily tiny studio because it consists of like 2 people, and me as the lead writer. And that's been a very slow process as we write through it. But yeah, I mean, like small studios can produce great work. So, programmer, artist, composer, me, I did the design and writing and we polished as a team. Still though, I mean, like that's a small and very powerful team. So that's how you found the stream. Oh, that's super cool. Oh, wait a second. All right. Hang on. Hang on just a moment. I'm going to... There it is. Yay. All right. I have followed. Oh, thanks, man. Oh, Chris, I've known E.C. Myers for a long time because Eugene, also a writer, and Eugene and I were in a workshop together many years ago. But I mean, we've known each other for quite some time. So I followed you, but just in case as well, that's my Blue Sky profile, but I've also followed you, but we will be in contact otherwise. And let's see. Reposted my post. Yeah. Oh, that's so cool. I am glad that you stopped by, E.C. Myers, to tell me that, and I am glad also, Chris, that you stopped by. That's super cool. And yes, Drew also streams a lot of indie games as well. But I love these discussions because first of all, I love the creative process anyway. But secondly, I love storytelling in all sorts of mediums. You know, my main jam, I guess, is prose writing, right? But I adore the way that storytelling is done in a variety of different mediums, including dance and even visual arts, and obviously games, both in tabletop and sort of video game form. So I'm always excited to talk about that. So that's cool. I am very excited to talk about that. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. No, I'm excited. See, chat. You know what's funny? This happened to me about a year or 2 years ago when I was streaming NeoCab. I don't know if you're familiar with that indie game. And I was talking about it, and literally the dev of NeoCab stopped by and was like, hey, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, hello. So we ended up chatting with the developer of NeoCab as well. So we've done this a fair bit, and I love having that discussion. No, not a year ago. I know. But it was like what, 2 or 3 years ago, I guess, Emily? Something like that. Story-driven games, Dead Space 1, God of War, Undertale, yeah. That's pretty much me as well. I do like some games. There are a couple games like that are outside of that I enjoy. So like I love Heroes of Might and Magic. But see, that's even that. I mean, I love the campaign-based stuff. I've been playing Songs of Conquest on GOG. And Songs of Conquest is particularly awesome because of the story-based stuff. And they just released a new faction. And I was like, oh, cool. You know, when I finish the main campaign, which I'm in the middle of the last song, which is the last part of the game, and then I can try that other one. But they don't have a campaign for the other one. And I'm like, okay. So, I mean, it's cool, I guess, to just play a pickup map or whatever. But honestly, I'm more into it if it's got a story-based element to it. So I'm very much down for that. So, oh, that's awesome. I'm excited. I'm excited to try it. I'm going to be excited to hear about your influences as well. Yeah, I love that stuff. I am. You don't really read or play fantasy writing this way out of your comfort zone. You're more of a horror cyberpunk guy. Oh, interesting. Oh man, I'm gonna have so many questions then about the license and like what led you to Shadowgate and all that stuff. You know, I would not have known that. Honestly, like all of because it feels very much in the fantasy vibe. Like obviously you've got like creatures and monsters, but like the original had creatures and monsters and that was straight fantasy. So that's cool though. That's cool. Yeah, I have my Grey Assassin trilogy that I mentioned with the tabletop game is something I've chatted with some people about video game things relating to that in the past. With Greyshade, which is a dark fantasy, I would say, set in a dark fantasy city. So it's got very much like sort of darker AC vibes, Assassin's Creed vibes type of thing. So anyway, yeah, Drew plays a lot of indie horror games. Also, my friend Wholesome Horror Gaming, Peripheral Mike, does a lot of stuff like that also. So Pharmaceutical Science, MD Business. I just love video games. Oh, listen, that's awesome though. Oh man, that's super cool. That's super cool. I am excited to chat about it. That's really neat. That's really neat. Very cool. Very cool. And, you know, when this is done, hopefully, Live Suing is my video editor. And hopefully, he said to Live Suing, hopefully we can get clips. Live Suing has done shorts of my channel in the past, is going to be doing that more again going forward now soon. And, you know, clips of a chat with the developer Beyond Shadowgate would be pretty awesome. Live Suing, you know what I'm saying? So that would be pretty cool. And that's the kind of thing that we could hopefully get out there. It would be neat. Yes. So, yeah, we'll see what we can do to promo it and get more information. Oh, well, no, you're the clip master, but I'm talking about doing stuff which gets posted simultaneously to that gets produced in a particular format with subtitles and all that kind of stuff, Echo. That's nothing against you. You are the clip master. But I'm talking about stuff that goes beyond just that. We have a person, well, I can't talk too much about this yet, but next month there's going to be some social media plans in the works where some of that's going to get shared to a lot more platforms. So yes, Live Suing is going to be doing a lot of those. Live Suing has done a lot of awesome shorts for both my channel and Gen GMs in the past, which is my show I do with Zach Clay, a DM GM tip show on YouTube. And so we're going to be doing more of that going forward. So anyway, we will post more of that stuff, Chris, down the line. That'd be great. So one quick question. You are shorts master, exactly. One quick question before, I know, you know, we kept you up, before we have to get out of here. So just one quick question, Chris. Do you have plans for other games like this? Or is it reliant on only if more people play it? You know what I mean? Like, would you want to do the other systems? Like, is there talk of doing, I think I heard from E.C. Myers, there might be talk of doing Deja Vu or stuff like that. Admittedly, my big one was Shadowgate. Like, this was the big one for me, more than the other games. But are there other possibilities for this that you'd like to do, I guess is my question. Yes. Or is that one of those we'll see answers where it's like, well, depends. I personally have tons of plans where they get made depends on the sales. I got you. Okay. Well, let me say thank you for making this available on GOG. because Steam's great. I understand the deal with Steam, but it's going to be very valuable, I think, for people to get this also on GOG, where you're going to find, I think, a sympathetic audience over there too. It's GOG tends to be more European friendly for one thing, but also, I would say that it probably, at least initially, skewed older into an audience that's going to be more sort of in line with this kind of deal. So, I mean, I think that people of all ages can enjoy this, but I understand that there's going to be a little bit of a nostalgia factor that helps. And so you'll get some of that on GOG. So I'm glad that you made it available for both. One company that I've been very frustrated with that has not done that is Inkle. I think Inkle does amazing stuff. Their games, which I played on stream before, their Sorcery series games, I think, are among the best translations of games, of game book to games that I've ever played. Like, they are extraordinary. But they never made them available on GOG. And they sort of were dismissive about it. They were just kind of like, yeah, well, the sales aren't there. And it's like, yeah, well, you didn't try, really. And like, you're a European studio. Lots of people would like to play your games in a European friendly setting. And also, I don't understand their deal about that. But I'm glad that you didn't do that. And also software preservation. So. Yeah, like, and I have a feeling that my 8-year-old, I have a feeling, E.C. Myers, would also be the same way. Like, I feel like my 8-year-old would also enjoy it, and certainly my almost 17-year-old would, but yeah, like, I don't know. Like, the Professor Layton games are very popular. Those are a little bit more obscure than this, but it's like, I don't, I mean, like, in terms of, like, some of the puzzles and everything, and those are more, like, puzzly puzzles, but just, geez. So, yeah, well, that's good. That's good. I am hoping that we can get you some, hopefully we'll get you a little more attention. And once we connect, we'll try to promo this up. I have played so far about 2 hours and 45 minutes. So like I said, I just got to the forest. So, now E.C. Myers said that it took him about, I forget what you said now. You said you did 4 or 5. I did say puzzly puzzles. That's my super involved vocabulary, Emily. How many sessions you say that it took you? How many 3-hour sessions? 6 streams? 6 3-hour streams. So far I've done about, average runtime is 8 to 12 hours. Okay, that's exactly what I was thinking. So actually that'll work pretty well, I think, because I'm going to be playing this for sure next week. That'll be another 3 hours. And then that'll leave me about 6 hours left. So either we connect where we're able to do this next week, or if that's impossible because it's a holiday week, which I totally get, then we could reconvene after the new year, and I would still have a couple of sessions of it left. So we'd be able to play that somewhere there, because my plan is to do that, then go back to some other games that I have, and then, forward. So that's cool. And now, one other thing, is there like a whole completionist thing? Like, I imagine there's a lot of people who try to, because I'm not really much of a completionist. I tend to be sort of in the middle on that, where I like some, quote, side questy stuff, and it's cool if I pick up some secrets here and there, but I'm not going to wander wildly for, hours on end just to find the one secretest of secrets. So I imagine a lot of the achievements are related to what deaths you have. But I gather that that 8 to 12 hour run is assuming a fairly standard run, right? So you pick up some achievements and whatever, and you do the main story, but you're not getting every single last achievement, I think. You're traveling to the East Coast on Monday. Okay. Well, we will be in touch about that. I don't know. So if you're traveling to the East Coast on Monday, I assume you won't be available for any streams that week. But I mean, I'm on the East Coast. I'm actually, I'm in Southern Connecticut. I just happened to be up late because I got started with this a little bit later because my semester's just come to an end. My day job is I'm a college professor. So I was giving exams and then grading them and stuff like that. So I started this a little late and then I was having a blast playing it. So I played longer than normal. Normally I'd like to go from 9 to 12:30 or so, maybe 1, but I went on longer and then you came on. So then I was talking to you. So you're not a completionist. You have 40 achievements are reasonable getting normal runs. Once you beat the game, once we unlock 150 dev commentary notes. Oh, that's cool. Sweet. Oh, well, interesting. That's interesting. So you'd be available on, see, because I normally stream on Thursdays, so I would probably stream the day after Christmas. So you're supposed to be reading a mentee story or distracted by your stream, but you're inspired now. See, Eugene, you know what I'm saying? You're inspired. Well, I want to make sure that, like I said, because EC Myers like started this whole ball rolling in the first place in a way, with stuff with you, I want to make sure that he's also getting a chance, and I'd love to be able to do this chat, together with him if I can, with him streaming. So I'll hit him up and see what he says. If people are able to do the day after Christmas, I mean, day before Christmas is a big deal. Day of Christmas is a big deal for some people. Day after Christmas, I don't know how many people are doing really a ton of things except like recovering, So that might be a good possibility. But anyway, we'll exchange emails and we'll see what we can do. But that's awesome. If you were able to do that, that would be great because I would look forward to that chat, and I think chat would look forward to the chat. Yes, that sounds good. All right, that's awesome. Okay, well then I am going to, what I'm going to do, chat, is I'm going to shut down the computer. I am going to say thank you to Chris. Well done so far. Very impressed. And thank you to EC Myers. And I'm going to close up shop. So I am going to say that this was awesome. I had a great time. And I hope and trust that you folks had a good time as well. And if so, and have a good night as well. And if so, I hope you folks will follow us here on the channel. I hope you will spread the word, because you never know when random awesome developers are going to show up, or random awesome viewers and people that I know directly IRL from the past, and other viewers who are also people I know that are also writers in the past will show up. Yeah, I know it, right? This is what happens, Drew. I got to manifest more of this into existence. I need to be like, this game, this thing is cool. I'd love to be able to talk to the head editor at blah, 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 This, I love the Celtics. It would be cool if I could speak to Jason Tatum, Like, I just need to manifest more stuff. I really admire President Barack Obama. I'd love to be able to manifest him. But anyway, yeah, see, I hope Lucy Lawless is here and plays me in a movie. This is what I'm saying. Like, we just have to manifest this into existence. But this was a great time. If you like what you saw and heard, please follow the channel. Well, it takes a little while, Emily. I said it, but then it took a while for them to show up. So we're just going to have to see. Somebody that we can raid. Well, actually, let me see. I wasn't planning on raiding Echo because it's late. Who is this person you're thinking about? Are you talking about Stealthy Golem? Oh, the G-Funk. The G-Funk. See, I would, but oh, you stopped going. Oh, okay. I didn't know that was a thing. I watch sometimes, like when I'm up super late, I occasionally watch Stealthy Golem because he plays Heroes of Might and Magic and other games like that. So, all right, who is this G-Funk? Let me look up this person. Let me see what we got. Oh, I see. King's Quest 4. All right. Echo. On your recommendation, I'm going to go over there in a bit. Okay. Don't warn him. All right. Don't warn anybody about it. I will, but I'll do a raid over there, just on your recommendation, for this one. What's up, El Duderino? So, if you like what you saw and heard, I hope you will follow the channel. I hope you will check out our YouTube with !ArvTube. And if you watch me over on YouTube, thank you. And please spread the word, and please go follow EC Myers and all that good stuff. Remember, every new subscriber on YouTube, it's free for you to do that, but every new subscriber on YouTube gets us a new record, because we're heading towards 1,100 and we are at an all-time high right now. So please do that subscription over there and you'll get access to all kinds of cool content. Discord is ! !Arvcord, you can hang out with the Arvanauts in between streams. Twitter, ! Arv tweets. Blue Sky, ! Arv Sky, especially pushing people in that direction because I'm going to leave Twitter as soon as I get the follower numbers I need on Blue Sky. We're moving in that direction rapidly, so please join the exodus to Blue Sky. And again, website, arvanelleron.com. Check out the limited edition Hearthglow, limited run podcast, I should say, of Hearthglow. And please check out also as well the Gen GM show that I mentioned with Zach Clay and myself. On the financial front, ! Arv Shop, that's the merchandise area where you can get a bunch of stuff relating to the channel and various swag and stuff like that. You can do that. You can also check out the Patreon, which is sitting right there. Cool stuff for you and cool stuff for the channel. Really trying to get that back up to triple digits. Right now we're sitting at 85, and I guess, of course, much less than that. So please do consider supporting the Patreon. That would be lovely. You can get cool stuff for yourself and cool stuff for the channel, as I said. Also, subscribing to the channel, as several of you did today. That is much appreciated. That is also a good thing that you can get, which gets you new custom sub badges and emotes to use here, there, and everywhere across Twitch, and also inspirations to help our players. So please consider supporting us over there. That would be lovely. And then let's see. Yes. Publishing, ! Icarus, my graphic novel from Athos Arts, ! Library, my Tales and Tomes from the Forbidden Library, and ! Greyshade. That is my aforementioned Greyshade, Renegade, and Heretic, the Grey Assassin trilogy from Athos Arts. You can get those at that link. You can get the audiobook of Greyshade from our very own Trent Sparks, and you can get the tabletop role-playing game of Greyshade done by Alligator Alley Entertainment at that link as well. So please, or pre-order, I should say that. So please do those things. That would be lovely. And as always, ! BLM, Black Lives Matter, important to affirm and assert the significance and importance of Black lives. ! Help Now, the World Health Organization page on suicide prevention. Important to reach out to others when you need help and reach out to others when they need help as well. And ! Ukraine, UKRAINE, to help the people of Ukraine as they fight back against an illegal and illegitimate war with bravery and courage, and send the message we will do so for others in the future as well. I want to thank everyone who made this an awesome stream tonight. Thank you to my wonderful mods, Drew the Damager, Emily the Invincible, Shadowed Mage, Triffity Mats, the best mods in the business. Thank you to my Patreon supporters and subscribers. Thank you to Drew, Emily, Shadowed, Triffid, Echo Alpha X5, and thank you to El Deuterino. Thank you to my viewers. Thank you to Betrader. I know, thanks, Shadowed. Thank you to Betrader. Thank you to Chris. Again, I look forward to speaking to you more. Thank you to EC Myers. Thanks again, Eugene. Looking forward to speaking to you more as well. Thank you to Jagtris. Thank you to Josiah Firestake, to Live Suing. Got some cool shorts coming your way, I guess, live. We got some work we'll be doing here, which will be awesome. Thank you so much to Mrs. Dunsel. You should follow Live Suing also, by the way. Thank you to Mrs. Dunsel, who's lurking there in the background. Always a pleasure. Thank you to Nonstop, also lurking in the background. Also a pleasure. Thank you to Prince Justin, who's also a mod, also lurking in the background. Also good to see Prince Justin. And Shimon, who I was talking to a little bit before as well, and Ramadou. Thank you so much to everybody tonight. We are going to do a raid. So the way we do a raid is this. If you are not a sub, you're going to do this. The Arvanauts have landed, followed by Twitch raid, lowercase Twitch, uppercase R, lowercase AID. And if you are a sub, you're going to do this, which is sub raid that works out to Arvany Hype. The Arvanauts have landed. Twitch raid again. Then you've got Arvany Roar, Arvany Hype, Arvany Smug, Arvany Love, Arvany Blown, Arvany Hit, Arvany Woe, Arvany everything. All the Arvanys when you were brought over auto-magically at the end of this raid. Otherwise, I will see you folks Saturday evening for some more tabletop play as we continue with the advanced campaign Eberron Oracle of War, which is in its fifth season out of 6. They are on part from Dust, so that's going to be a good times. And I'm excited for that. Saturday's late stream has giveaways. What do you mean? Our late my Saturday? There's going to be giveaways? Is that what you mean? Or do you mean, oh, you mean your Saturday late stream? Lives does. Oh, yes. You should follow live suing. That's going to be great. Well, thank you for being a part of it, Emily, and mine. Yeah, definitely. Well, then, listen, we'll have to check out after the stream on Eberron. We'll definitely have to check out those giveaways. Thank you, Live. Thank you, Emily. Thank you, Echo. Thank you, everybody. I will see you folks Saturday night, and more of this game, Beyond Shadowgate, to come next week. But that's it for now. Catch you tomorrow, 7:30 for Eberron Oracle of War. Sorry, Saturday for Eberron Oracle of War. Otherwise, stick around for the raid, and as I always say, everyone, please be good to each other. Bye for now. Honk.